So that's all the damage that Yuka takes is 216 damage. You dead.
Yuka is beyond dead.
Oh, are you in wild shape? You just transformed.
All of the damage carries over.
You
Yeah.
got knocked out of your wild shape.
All right, Shoop, can you roll a 1d4 for me?
Clicked it. There.
And a 1d6.
Like I said, either really low or really high. You get nothing in between.
All right, Shoop, roll me a 1d100.
I was kidding. Please roll within the central 40.
Should I just get my dice?
So after you guys kill the top worm, because it was the one at the very top that you guys were focusing on, y'all have settled out. Things are, you're calming down, getting people healed up. You feel exhausted, but you notice in that initial pool is like a culmination of things. One is a healing potion. The other is, roll me a D100 again.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, greater healing potion.
12.
Another greater healing potion. Roll me another. Oh wait, let's see here. 98, 96. Hey, those are different tables. I.
You're just going to keep rolling the result that says now go to this other table and roll, and it's going to get the result that says now go to this other table and roll.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the entire session.
No, thankfully not.
Yeah.
Shoop, go ahead and roll me a 1d100 twice. 84.
So
There's something that's close to the middle finally.
Where'd you get 80? Oh.
Roll a d12.
You went like 10 rolls without getting in the above 30, below 70 range.
There's a pair of adamantine armor with +3. Splint.
Can anyone here wear heavy armor?
casually look at Liam.
I think he's the kind of cleric that specializes in more like medium armor.
And
you also have 2 druids who can't wear it at all.
so in this pool, you see basically a single adventurer seems stout. They have 2 greater healing potions on top of them, this armor, and they have a belt. Otherwise, it is all just bones.
Side nods. See, this is why you use your potions.
And then Shoop, roll me a... Sorry to go back page.
So did the acid drain out of the pool somehow? So that's why we're able to get access to this, or what happened?
When it went to go heal, it gulped up a bunch of it.
So it drained it itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it didn't do that, y'all would have need to have told me that you dig around in the acid.
Which, let's be fair, would totally be an Azalea
Times.
7, 8, 6, 7.
You find 2 star sapphires.
Jeez.
You don't know the rate. A star ruby and a yellow sapphire. And then roll me 2 d4s.
3 and 4.
You see a very strange looking fiery orange opal and 1 ruby. And lastly,
what was the what was the we got the 2 healing potions, adamantine, splint mail, 2 star sapphires, and what else before the opals?
adamantine +3 splint mail.
Gotcha.
There was a star ruby, 2 star sapphires, and 1 yellow sapphire.
The hell is a star sapphire?
I think
Some
it's just a
bullshit.
very...
And you just said there was an opal as well.
Yep, fiery orange opal.
Gotcha.
And then at the neck of this person is a amulet that shows a hand holding onto a heart wrapped around their neck. Now it's everything on their person.
Amulet.
Andrew, to answer your question, star sapphire is a rare variety of the mineral corundum that displays a unique star-like pattern called asterism due to light reflecting off tiny needle-like inclusions inside.
Nerd. Excuse me.
I see. How does that translate to game mechanics?
When you guys get them
It's
appraised, unless
valuable.
one you want to tell me you're a gem apprentice or appraiser, you'll find out.
So it was 2 healing potions, adamantine, splint mail, 3
Two
2 star sapphires,
greater.
2 greater healing potions. Okay.
Yep.
Star ruby, yellow sapphire, fiery orange opal, and an amulet with a hand on the neck. You said
An amulet in which it is a chain of a hand holding onto a bell or holding onto a ring that is holding onto what looks like a heart.
on hands Bell, ring, heart. Gotcha.
I'm not exactly
Keywords in there.
Merton. Not super knowledgeable in religion, but as a
Yeah, I was going to say, I would
possible
like to
yeah, religion check.
I'll
See
join
if
the investigation.
Yeah, both of you can go ahead and throw me out a knowledge religion check. Looking for a DC 10.
Religion, you say? I know a few things.
it's not one of my
Growing-
best things.
Yeah, I was going to say, growing up in insert keyword here was very
Requiem.
enlightening. Yeah, that's it.
I mostly have other ways of trying to find out religious importance.
Gotcha.
So ignoring all the factors, I will give you factors, but simply put, not a religious artifact. You're positive it's magic, and you're positive you actually may remember from some rough teachings that you heard from Talentha Travels. This might be an amulet of like better health, like it does something with making you more robust. You're not sure, but
I call dibs.
yeah. So you all can decide where that loot goes, but you all are fairly drained right now. But I will tell you your environment because you kind of came in here. You have 2 giant worms that are currently laying dead. All of the little worms around you that Bat Boy has now swung into after the worms have stopped moving and is now eating his heart out.
Eat your heart out.
Figuratively and metaphorically and literally actually eating out the hearts of these things. There is, to your west, the path you came from. To your east, a path that you were going to travel. This is a kind of... It looks like it's some type of market square in which people would go for a show and they'd eat at these little restaurants to the south. To the north looks to be a creature-made cave, specifically from the worms. Looks like you could go straight south and arrive there. And around you, you see many statues of dwarves. Some have fallen over, some are broken, some are standing, but you believe this is what the Bat Boy meant when he said many standing dwarves.
Yes.
Speaking, where'd the bad boy go?
Oh, he's just eating right now.
I see.
He is literally eating the hearts out of the worms.
His own heart and their heart.
Yep. So, would we be able to tell if the statues were like built there, like carved, or if they were like Medusa gazed into existence?
Yeah, no, they were definitely carved.
Okay. With the passive perception of what, 28? Excuse me.
But also,
20.
I mean, like, it's not impossible, but the dedication to do this for the society would be a little ridiculous. These are definitely statues.
I just thought I'd ask.
Surprised the statues they used were actually just convicts, and it's just like, what better way to remember what wrongs they did than turning them to stone?
And Curio, you speak Dwarvish, correct?
Yes. Takes a little bit longer for older dialect, but...
Yeah, we discussed that you're still missing a lot of localization and nuance and stuff, but you get the gist. All the statues in here are either, like, renowned generals or, like, artists of the musical arts, specifically.
So they actually held kind of the military a bit high and the arts to a certain degree.
I mean, we're standing in a massive amphitheater, aren't we?
Yes, you notice on none of these... You notice on none of these there is low common, the lower speech.
This is starting to remind me of another society we know of.
Yeah. So this was a place where the lessers were not welcome.
I'll just at least be for all the writing that I actually find. I've been at least making copies of it for...
You're charcoaling it?
Yep. Charcoaling it, or I'm actually like making the same marks in my book.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? You are drained, you are exhausted, not the actual stat, but like y'all are fucked up and you're pretty much tapped out.
Sheila's going to be following around Curio.
You're smuggling your pebbles.
Yes.
Start looking for a place to bunk up.
Those restaurants in the south are fairly enclosed. Granted, the roofs are missing, and some of the roof is like in the place you want to rest, but...
I mean, we're
We're
underground.
in a cave. We have a roof.
There's already a roof. There's a roof everywhere we go.
So let me be more specific. In the Underdark are places where there's this large of a ceiling and you have like people, you have little things like the Bat Boy flying around. You are not protected from those such things.
Yep.
Andrew, don't you have a spell for this?
I don't have access to it.
God, every day with you.
I use that spell slot.
next disintegration, I know what I'm going to use it for.
So you all can find a.
Summon when I summon it.
So if you want to go back the way you came, you can find a building that quote unquote has a roof, or you can rest here.
We can do that. I also could always cast Tiny Hut. It's a ritual spell, so even if it's not prepared.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the one where you basically make like a house.
It's basically a dome of force that protects us from the elements, and nothing can enter it unless I give it permission, etc., etc.
Yeah, it's like basically a tiny
I
house.
thought it'd be.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a house, but yeah.
They're outside or underground.
You can burn a spell slot on it if you would like, but I can also do Tiny Hut.
I think it's kind of neat if we see Sheila do this.
Yeah. Like I said, if you want, go for it.
I did
Yours is far more extravagant than mine.
Well, you make it literally an enclosure. This basically just makes the area around slightly protected.
Yeah.
I basically just can designate anybody that I want as a friendly creature that's not really affected by the negative stuff.
Oh yeah, I
So
also
wait,
don't have that prepared.
Do you get all of those effects, like Solid Fog, Grasping Undergrowth, Grove Guardians, all at the same time?
The spell creates the following effects within the area when you cast a spell. Yeah.
Sheesh.
You would have some root structure instead of the trees, but
Yeah, I figured it's just flavored as underground stuff.
yeah. So you guys find a fairly decent area. The area turns into Silent Hill for a short amount of time. There's some of these big, deep roots that are now basically tentacle guardians that are looming about. And you notice that a lot of the undergrowth is, wriggling and writhing. You all can. Do you want to have a long rest, or do you want to have a short rest here?
We should probably do a long rest.
Yeah,
Unless
I
you
am.
like even more pretend spell casting.
I have 4 level 1 slots and 1 level 2 slot left.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like spellcasters definitely need a long rest.
I'll at least take advantage of being able to recharge my sword.
Yeah. So
You want to be designated as a friend in this thing?
Yeah, probably be better.
Then I want my rocks back.
Well, we're going to be taking time here, right? So you can actually organize
Yeah, do I get my rocks?
after you cast your spell.
No. Because I have to designate who's a friend as I'm casting the spell.
What if something happens while you're casting the spell?
Then it doesn't take effect. Give me my rocks.
I'll literally just go plop onto the ground and just go one at a time of actually pulling out the rocks.
Bat Boy arrives to Yuka a lot heavier and kind of just slumps into your neck.
Fat boy became fat
I go
boy.
to pat him on the head.
He burps and tiny little flecks of acid touch your cheek, and you feel very subtle burns.
Subtle stinging.
Yuka slightly
that's spicy.
twitches her face away, but whatever.
Oh,
This
must have had
isn't the
some of
weirdest
that
thing. I've
ghost pepper.
definitely had a goat to burp on me.
I mean, you were just inside one of those things a moment ago. Can't be worse than that.
Exactly.
So sad I couldn't get more people with that, but you dodged the original encounter, so it wasn't going to happen all that often. The original encounter, you guys would have had nowhere to run.
Sheila will patiently wait to start casting that protect the spell for the area until every rock is brought out of Kirio's bag.
So at some point, all the rocks get out of the point. Go ahead, Franklin.
Do we? You said we relocated to the residential area, or are we still
Yes.
in the amphitheater?
I took that for you wanted to go to the residential area as well.
Well, I figured the amphitheater was pretty wide open, and obviously there are nests. So I don't think we should necessarily camp here. I think we've exterminated most of the breeding stock, but that does not mean there aren't more.
Yeah, that there are more bigger ones. They're just maybe not as big, or maybe they're even bigger.
Yeah, there could be one that's even bigger than the matriarch. That's just going to come in and eat us while we sleep. So, is the routine is that I'm going to cast Tiny Hut, and then you're going to center your Druid Grove around it?
Sounds good.
Yeah, we can do that. As long as I get my rocks.
I like that.
We can get the nice comfort of Tiny Hut and the protective warding of Druid Grove. Then we just stay here for a year and repeatedly cast both spells until they become permanent.
I mean, there's a lot of interesting geological features I could study.
I know you would like to live here. All right, long rest. Do it.
Yep, so you long rest. Because of the tiny hut, you are not accosted. The grove definitely helps. At some point, Grego, does this state in Tiny Hut that you can hear outside or see outside?
Yes. Let me double check the description. I just switched off of it. Quick read. A 10-foot immobile double force springs into existence around you and above you. It remains stationary for the duration. The spell ends if you leave the area. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside. We don't have that many, so it's not a problem. The spell fails if the area includes larger creatures or more than 9 creatures. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or cast through it. The atmosphere inside is comfortable and dry, regardless of weather outside. Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but it is transparent from the inside.
Okay. So at some point in the night,
seen through. Transparent means it can be seen through.
Yeah. So at some point in the night, whoever's up, you will have heard a large ruckus. One of the tree vines, 2 of the tree vines going at something, and then something horribly screeching, and then something running away, and then a large thud.
Interesting.
Tree vines?
Yeah.
Should we roll randomly for who's awake on watch when this happens?
I think it probably would be me. I'm
I feel like because
still not familiar with you guys, but I've been generally a bit of a lighter sleeper.
Also, Yuka only needs 4 hours, so
yeah, Yuka only needs 4 hours for her trance.
it's probably Yuka and Kirio that are up.
I'm fine with that.
But yeah, so do either of you, I don't know, can you go in and out of the tiny hut freely?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so do either one of you want to investigate or both?
Yuka would definitely discuss investigating. I mean, it sounds like it died, so do you think it's worth checking out?
You know what the creature is. Wouldn't hurt to actually at least know. Might give us an idea of what else lurks around here.
All right, I suppose we're gonna head out and check out the tentacled to death creature. I mean, that's how I want to go. Anyway.
So if you subscribe to my Patreon, you get to go through the right door, which is labeled NSFW. But unfortunately, it's all taped up and locked out, so you have to go through the front door. So yeah, no, you head out there, and there's like, as you like, we'll say just for cinematic purposes, who's leading? Is it Yuka or Kirio?
Probably be me.
Kirio, you see the tree vines that are like growing out of the wall, like picking up this creature and ripping it apart, like down the center. And it's this huge. There's this huge. It's kind of like if you mixed a wyvern, a boar, and a bat all together. It's very hairy. It has leathery, kind of like shorter wings. It has like tusks and like ridges on its back.
Is it man, bear, pig?
Man, bear, pig, wyvern.
It's man, bear, it's man, bat, pig,
Bat, boar, wyvern.
bat. Yeah, bat, boar, wyvern.
Wyvern man. It's bat, boar, wyvern man.
And it has like a huge, like, kind of poodled tail where it has like tufts of fur as it goes down. And it's just being ripped apart by these vines. And you can see another one on the ground that looks like its skull was like crushed.
Oops.
And then you see like the vines which like retract and like scrunch up against the wall. But they're huge. They're like the size of a polar bear.
Nice.
The vines are, or the creature is?
The creatures are. There's 2 of them. The one that just got ripped in half, which you're pretty sure was dead before they did that, and the one that skull is crushed on the ground.
Can I speak with Jesus Christ? Can I speak with the tentacles, even though they're not mine, to see why they tore the creature apart?
With your adept nature, you could tell that the spell is basically geared them to be a little bit more aggressive than otherwise would need to be.
Yeah, fair enough. Kirio, did you want to
friend killed?
When they
Did you
look at
wanna
him, a
check
red
out
name
these
appears above
creatures?
their head.
Yeah, I'll have to roll approach since obviously our deterrents have thoroughly deterred the threats. I'll actually pull out a small dagger and just kind of do a little poke prod, see if there's anything of interest on the bodies, and I don't know, see if anyone actually wants. If anyone has a decent idea of possibly edible.
Batboy, by the way, is like growling.
Oh, I assumed I would have left that voice asleep somewhere.
Yeah,
okay.
he's like at the door, like fat and just like growling. You got up, he got
Robin,
up.
what's on your mind, buddy?
I thought his name was Bruce or Brian.
What's Robin?
I think I would shoot those mistakes. But Yeah, so he's like, bad, angry, bad, eat me, bad.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he said he was the alpha predator.
Apex predator, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ken,
if
you
you
could
want,
take him.
go ahead.
If you could wants what?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if anyone wants to relate what the Sai and Liam said, which is Apex predator indeed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he doesn't understand them.
So
I assume I'm
can
still
you could
asleep.
take
I'm
a few minutes? Can you could take a few minutes to see if there's any more of these big, ugly, bad creatures hanging around?
Give me a nature check, DC 18.
We all know
No,
I'm gonna
20.
bomb this.
20.
It's gonna get bombed. Hey.
That was close.
wait.
Yeah, guidance, roll a d4.
I don't think I'm awake.
No, I
Nope.
think you can cast it too.
Oh, okay.
Like, am
We
I
actually have that, I think so.
I could have sworn I remember that being a thing.
Yeah, you do. I remember this. Just go ahead and roll a d4, Lydia.
Oh, okay.
If you get 3 or higher, you pass. Hey, look at that, you pass.
Hey.
Judging
Thank you,
by the scent of these creatures, and now the guts that are spilt out on the ground, they appear to predominantly eat smaller creatures. That doesn't mean that they're not necessarily going to attack you. You would assume, judging by their stature, that they are not burrowing creatures, but they probably like crawl down something. So they might have a nest kind of up high somewhere, but not necessarily in the ceiling. Whether or not they're nearby is hard to say. You did just hear at least one run away, so there's a good chance that they might avoid this area now.
I would definitely relay this information to Curio.
Not players, more of a claimer, because you don't have to worry about them actually digging out from underneath us. But I'll try to get like a shank or two for food. I don't know how people are going to be opposed. Procure nutrition on the go, and I'll have to try to get some claws and whatnot. Claws, fangs, have they got any?
Tusks.
Classic collectibles.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and remove anything you like. Give me a survival check. We're looking for a DC 16 to not fuck it up entirely.
Oof.
Yeah, so you can get a couple things from this. What would you like to get?
Probably the fangs or tusks it actually has, at least.
You can get one of each. The tusks are serrated and the teeth are very blunt.
And I still would actually at least get a shank for food for everyone.
I mean, yeah, there's enough meat on here. You notice that the fat caps on this thing seems to be quite large. Like for every pound of meat you get about a pound and a half of fat.
You weren't kidding about the pig part.
Sidebar.
I mean, that's good. So how many rations can we put in?
We'll have it bacon tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll just gotta turn to Yuka and go, so does anyone have cooking equipment? Like a good pot?
I don't think anyone's ever. I think Sai's like taken crap that he's eating and made it better with prestidigitation, but like no one's ever really cooked beyond a couple simple things.
Yeah, I just have a base explorer's pack. I think, unless I'm remembering a different game, I might be thinking of a different system.
Do they?
Yes, they do. If you have one,
Everybody has a mess kit if they got the starting kit.
But there's different
not all of them.
starters.
Yeah, not all of them, Andrew.
Yeah, I do
there's only
have
one.
I do have a mess kit if we need one.
Okay, so we'll just say to speed this up a bit. So y'all wake up to this weird smell. It's very. I don't know if anyone's ever actually seared like freshly shot venison on a pan. There's this very unique smell. It's similar to that, but there's a bit of like almost bacon fatty thing going on with it. So we'll say that at some point the kitchen equipment was just sitting out and Kirio and Yuka have prepared something. Everyone wakes up and there's at least a ration's worth for everyone, including a tiny portion for Batboy, who seems to refuse to touch it.
Interesting.
More for me then.
Hold on.
He
Why
probably
isn't
doesn't
Batboy
want to
eating?
Yeah.
Why isn't he eating it?
Fine. yeah, Bad Boy. Is there something wrong with this meat?
Yeah, so you notice the entire time cooking it, he's been growling at it. And he tells you, not good, makes sick.
Makes sick.
I see.
Kirio, you don't happen to have an herbalism kit on you, do you?
No, unfortunately not.
Do you not?
Oh,
was about to
no,
say,
I have
not.
the herbalism kit. I was just asking because I was like, oh, I'll try it. But since he doesn't have the proficiency in the herbalism kit,
Are
I
you?
figured, okay, Kirio, would you like to be the taste tester? And I will fix your upset stomach.
I'll just look at everyone just like, I'm the one that suggested it. I'm the one that could have it. So, cut a piece, bite into it, and swallow.
Roll me a constitution check. I'm not going to tell you the DC.
Immediately vomits on Yuka.
Hairball.
Just stands there for a second and just
Blows up. No, you feel fine. It is a little gamey, but it is basically the equivalent of like a really decent like flaming young, but with a lot more like rendered fat on it.
I noticed
Tasty,
you
isn't
used the word feel fine instead of are fine.
Yeah, because he was expecting something bad because of what Yuka said. So
Well,
it's
it
more
was
of
like
that
at least
like
noticing Batboy. I would have at least noticed Batboy not wanting to touch it at all. It's like, okay, this little bastard who was basically enjoying spicy
Acid.
little tequila worms, and he's saying no for
The
this.
best part of tequila is the worm.
But
yeah,
yeah,
so you feel fine.
yeah, I just give
Alright,
a
well,
nod
I
and
will,
I go for another piece.
I will keep the herbalism kit out just in case there are some ill effects for the less constitution-oriented people.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, Curio, you go through the whole thing. It's actually fairly decent. You actually imagine in your mind, like, oh, I remember something in like Uncle Graham, like a restaurant that has some good spice mixture that'd probably be good with this, and probably some bread.
Yep, that's probably just like, don't have any spices for this, but this is at least acceptable, but room for improvement.
If a spell is a ritual, do you have to have it prepared in order to cast it?
If you have it prepared, then you can cast it if it's an action. But if it's only a ritual spell, then it's only castable via ritual.
Okay, but you don't have to have it prepared to cast it via ritual.
No.
I
don't believe so.
purify food and drink.
Okay. So
Shoot, I think I have that one too.
So yeah, Liam and everyone, Sai, Shayla, you're waking up. You see Kirio eating this strange kind of gray, like has like a really red tinge, like Maillard effect on it, meat. So does anyone else partake?
I want to roll my sensible versus indulgent.
Okay.
They're both 0.
Yes, Sai. Sai, that amulet is a Priap of health. It is Priap. You're immune to contracting any diseases while you're wearing this pendant. If you're already infected with a disease, the effect of the disease is suppressed while you wear the pendant. A wondrous item.
Right, well,
Did not help with acid, turns out.
acid's not a disease.
Acid
Right.
is external, poison's internal.
You don't know this, but the guy coming in here brought it for that reason.
He probably misidentified it.
Yeah.
Probably should have been a
My
wizard.
sensible roll 1, so I'm gonna go with the thing that says it's not good to eat and not partake.
Okay.
Actually, I kind of want to roll for it too.
I could have actually
Yeah,
done
go for
a
it.
roll
Sheila, you can mark an XP.
Sai is kind of naturally inquisitive, so I kind of feel like inquisitive v. What would this be?
Suspicious?
I guess indulgent or suspicious.
Indulgent or cautious?
I will just say.
Liam, what about you?
Yeah, sure, I'll roll. Why not?
Okay, yeah, you eat it. Described as I tasted before.
No.
A little bit more.
I don't just eat it. I say I'll roll. Cautious versus indulgent, I guess.
Oh, okay, you're rolling as in that. Gotcha.
Wait, why does it say 0? I rolled. Oh, it's because I accidentally screwed it up. The Inquisitive won out, so I'm going to try it. I rolled a net
Okay.
on it.
All right. Did you happen to attune to that amulet and wear it?
I was actually going to look into that right now. What are the rules on item attunement again? Like, how many items can you attune
Max 3.
I forget in this system.
I believe it was
I do.
3.
Yeah, I do a max of 3 as well.
How does the trait roll work again? Do I have to add the plus, or do I just put in the number?
Don't put
You
in
add the
number.
plus.
No, you don't. You don't add the plus. Just add the number.
Oh,
It's like
just
a
add a
minus,
number.
then you put the minus on it.
Okay. You're talking about the actual trait roll.
Does the Parry Up of Health require attunement? I'm looking at its description right now. I don't
believe
see
so.
anything.
Um.
I would assume it did, but I don't see any mention of it in its description. Because I was going to say, I'm pretty sure my wand requires attunement. I'm pretty sure my spell book that I like to use
Yeah,
requires
it does not require attunement, funnily enough.
And I think the spell storing amulet I got earlier are my 3 items I have that all require attunement.
I think that might be what makes it wondrous, is that it's different.
It's not an attunement.
Yeah.
As
All right,
one of
well,
the-
if it doesn't
one of the
require
things
attunement,
rare.
I'll just use it if that's the case.
Yeah, you just have to have it on you.
Yoink. I'll yoink it. I'll put it on. I'll use it.
Okay, and then you eat that food?
Yeah, sure. I'll try it out.
You don't have to roll.
Sweet. And you said it's kind of like gamey pork.
Yeah, gamey pork. You go you immediately taste a little bit, I know how to make this better, and then you spice it the way you like it, and it's actually really good.
Bam it up a notch. Bam.
Just add a bay leaf. Just cast this huge spell. Just bay leaf.
Right. Well, I'm looking at my character sheet, realizing I don't have anything for rations or anything like that. So, Sheila's gonna go round up some tasty-looking bugs.
Okay, roll me a survival check. DC 22. Oh no, you're Earth. DC 14. Liam, what was yours? How'd you roll?
Cautious
pan
one out over indulgent.
Okay, so you're just gonna eat a ration.
But I'm going to cast Purify Food and Drink first.
Okay, you don't need to roll then.
Add it to our.
Real quick, Yuka
hang on.
does have the good berry spell if you want food
Gotcha.
other than meat.
Right. What was that, Curio?
I realized that for my little chart that I had filled out, it was I have cautious actually marked with a plus, but at least confirming with Yuka of, okay, you can at least deal with anything because you have the kit on you. So I was basically the one jumping on the forefront of, all right, I'll try it, make sure it's fine.
Okay, so Liam's eating.
Just to be clear, the Purify Food and Drink clears it of poison and disease.
Yep, I'm aware.
All right.
You don't need to roll.
Gotcha.
Shayla brings back 2 really fat, kind of like June bug looking things, both dead, and just rips off a couple of their outer shells and just starts digging into this really thick, gray green meat. Quite good.
Awesome, Leo.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm eating a giant bug.
Also, Avatar: The Last Airbender, where that girl's blind and everyone else is seeing something horrible.
Oh wait, I see it. There it is. Where?
Everybody
Realizes.
Really?
Wait.
All right, so Curio's the
What, you
only one that
offered?
had to roll.
And he succeeded. This time.
As far as he knows.
As far as he knows.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, you all have eaten. You all have eaten. Y'all feel pretty good. The Grove thing wears off. Bat Boy seems to have calmed down. You all are... So you still have more of the amphitheater to explore. You also still have the... Let me look it up here. The forges and the road with pottery and cloth on it.
Nice.
I feel like
So
the
where
forges would be fun, but I personally am kind of excited about the pottery and cloth.
Forges. Sweet, delicious adamantium.
True, people would actually.
Before we do that, did anyone look at their sheets and figure out if they can actually wear that splint mail? Because I know for a fact I can't.
Oh,
I mean, you could.
I can't.
I rolled traits and one of them was check marked. Do I get something for that?
Oh yeah, you get inspiration. Sorry, if anyone who rolled their trait gain XP, if it was checkmarked with ISP, make sure you check it for this session, and you gain inspiration. Okay. So I'm hearing forges. I have 2 for forges, what I'm hearing.
What? Can we finish the zone we're in first and then go to the
1 for
forge?
atrium,
Yeah, I mean, I thought that's what we were doing.
2 for atrium.
Atrium first, then forges.
Okay, I can be okay with that.
Curio, okay. Cool. So we're gonna go. You guys are gonna go back to the amphitheater atrium thing. So you have the east to go, and you still have the worm-made tunnel to the north. The shops and stuff to the south have been thoroughly looked over. Pretty much the same detritus that you've expected when you went to the ash area.
Okay, gotcha. We've already identified the dust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so north or east, or I guess my cardinal directions are fucked up. In the amphitheater.
I say we leave the tunnel alone.
So we're going
Yeah,
east.
the tunnel was to the north, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Critter tunnel is to the north.
Yes.
East? I thought you said west.
Okay, we're going east. All right.
That dirt circle isn't going to stop a bear. I'm running for my life.
Oh, I forgot something. In that acid pool, by the way, someone roll me a d4 real quick.
Anyone? Anyone?
Beat me to
Oh,
it.
twice. Click.
I got it. Oh, Sheila got it.
She won the race.
Oh no, I got it. I lied. I got it by a freaking pixel. 1.
So there are 4 lumps of adamantine ore in that pool.
Oh.
They're about baseball size.
Mage hand, grab them out.
Oh,
Okay.
you got Mage Hand?
I'm pretty sure Sai has mage hand.
It's got such a limited scope and effect. It's useless.
But it can touch acid
No.
without dissolving.
I'm just gonna say you can get it out. You can get it out safely. Someone add 1 to 400 gold worth chunks of adamantine. You'll have to get it appraised.
Considering it's been sitting in acid, it's probably been refined slightly.
Hey, Robin, do you think you could reach in that acid pool, or are you not impervious to acid completely?
He lands on the ground, walks over to it, puts his hands in it, and then he walks back to you and climbs up on your shoulder. Done.
He was.
Come on, get out!
He enjoys.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to know.
I shall return.
So Yuka, what do you tell him?
I'm assuming Sheila is going to add the adamantine to her inventory, or his inventory, or whoever's inventory.
I can have it to her, mark him in my inventory.
All right.
Yep.
Yuka, what do you tell Bat Boy? I didn't hear you.
I am going to tell that boy to A, get the fuck off me, but B, if you can fetch those shiny rocks that are in the acid pool and bring them to my friend Sheila here, that would be great.
Or curious.
Yeah, so he does that.
I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, Bat Boy does that to whoever has them in inventory. Somebody real quick tell me who's actually adding that to your inventory?
Me.
Okay, so yeah, Bat Boy comes out and he gives them to you. All right, so you guys are moving east, and you go a little ways, and you find that it leads to another type of amphitheater. This one is more box-shaped. It has more of a stage on one side, and appears to be a bunch of stone seating. That appears at one point were clothed in some finery. The area is pretty messed up. There's no other entrances out of here. You do find what appears to have been a stone play setup. Curio is the only one who can investigate this. Curio, can you give me an investigation check? You're looking for a DC 16. Is the
I'll just
words.
take my time with this. Take my time with this to force advantage.
Okay. There was a play. You can see stone tablets and stuff sitting out front. And you're pretty sure it says something like for a year we have toiled to reap out the rot, and we have failed, and now the rot threatens to consume, so we must leave.
I'll kind of read it once, read it again, and third time actually confirming of what it is. I'll just turn to everyone and go, have you heard of anything called the rot?
Are they talking about the forest, blood forest?
I think I drank at a tavern called that once.
This does not sound anything like a drink problem. There's been jokes about dwarves and drinking problems, but this does not sound like it is a drinking problem. Because essentially here they've attempted to remove the rot, purge the rot, but they failed again, and the rot is approaching again.
So when you're
Yuka wouldn't
looking through
happen to
this,
know.
go ahead.
I said Yuka wouldn't happen to know what this is, would she?
Not with the context you have in mind. Again, the same thing came to mind that Sai said. Blood Forest, quote unquote.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so you're looking around Curio, and you see that there's this play set up. And from your investigation check, not just what you read, but with what you read, now looking it over, you can tell that there's some part in the play that's supposed to signify something that was like quarantined. And it appears to be like displayed in the play as some great wound in the earth and spewing forth like demon crazy messed up creatures. It shows that like it taking over the minds of other dwarves, and you like spin around, you like look at all the other placemats and sets, and you could see that there's like obvious indications of them trying to portray that they failed and their new goal is north, and that shows like a long windy road. And mind you, this is all like play, so it's set up to look like
so
this.
some stuff is embellished.
Yeah.
Some things are focused more, but it's something.
Great wound in the earth, eh? Why does this sound a lot like the Wayline from the Augur Septs?
And for the play, they mentioned of going north, so maybe the
Hey,
people
Liam,
will hear our descendants.
roll me a religion check, DC 20.
Wait, you're gonna have Liam roll religion?
Specifically.
Guidance yourself.
No chance.
Never mind. That's
When you state that, Liam, there's this gentle, distant rumble in the back of your mind from Talos. That's it.
I see. God, I gotta learn the elemental language. I forgot that was one of my goals.
Primordial.
Yup, that one.
But yeah, that's all you can glean from this play. There appears to be like some back rooms that kind of lead to another like set and looks like a little warehousing area. There's nothing really of import here, but give me a the first one to say treasure.
Treasure?
There you go. Okay, roll me a D100.
It was just like
the camera.
It's supposed to be innocuous
Treasure!
as fuck.
Damn it, I was in the other room.
I just assumed I misheard you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
that's what I
innocuous.
was thinking
bullshit.
too. You were looking at a note and it's just like treasure. What was that supposed to be for?
You rolled an 8.
I rolled an 8.
Guess it makes sense that that's what you would find.
Absolutely nothing.
Roll me a.
I find a vorpal sword.
No. You find another purple sword. It's identical to the one you already got.
Actually, no. Mine is not a vorpal sword.
Where the fuck did it go? Did I seriously miss it? The fuck? Ah, here we go. Roll me a 1d10.
Tres.
In this room full of props and stuff like that, you could see a lot of it has just been mothballed, ripped away from time, and a lot of stuff was left to go. And there, maybe at one point they looked really nice, but embossed in the corner is a like case, and you open up that case, and inside is a really beautifully looking wood / stone / metal harp. It is fairly big, as in like it's probably this. It's like 6 by 5 foot tall.
I would not be able to pop that into the bag easily.
It's still in tune.
It's a magical harp.
Sheila's going to try to play it.
Real quick, Courier, what were you going to say?
Is there any markings like on the harp?
Yeah, it's something like Stone Singer. It's just written on it. Sheila, go ahead and make me a performance check. I am not applying a DC to this. Yeah, so Sheila basically gets on the harp and pulls it out a bit and starts playing it while you're all looking through this room.
Do you have
Couple
proficiency
notes.
in this?
Couple notes missed, but otherwise It sounds like they're basically, if anyone who's musically inclined, they're doing the Metalocalypse thing where they're just playing every note.
You could both have proficiency in the lute,
But not the harp.
not the harp.
Yeah, I got a pan flute.
So,
And unfortunately,
As-
Curio is not one to catch a tune.
What's that?
as a curiosity, would Yuka be able to see if there is like sheet music upon the floor, or maybe like a carved sheet that would contain something to depict notes on how to play the harp?
No.
Okay.
Some carved
Okay.
notes in the
Those were
wall. I
shot.
play it. Secret door opens.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
No, I try to not design my architecture like fucking RE Resident Evil fucking police stations, so it's fine.
I was thinking like, Ocarina of Time.
That too.
Ocarina. Yes.
Ocarina.
You know what?
Yeah, so so you guys, yeah, that's all its value in this room. It is very heavy, it is really durable, it's almost pristine, it's a bit dusty, but it is not easy to move around.
I think we could possibly get some coin from this, but I think this is as long as we're not being chased by anything, and we want to take our time going back. Keep this as a footnote.
I mean, we put a body in the bag of holding at one point. Do you think the bag of holding would fit this harp? You could ask Sai.
I have
Well,
my
the body-
body holding.
The bodies are like bones, so Sai can easily fit that in.
But
Okay, fair enough. Well,
maybe
I thought
we're
you said
stating
four was a whole
supported.
body at one point in time, though.
I think we did. Can't remember. But yeah, this is a 6
Yes,
foot by
but-
5 foot harp.
That's because lengthwise, a human body isn't that large. It's only like maybe 2 foot diameter.
Okay. It was worth a
If you
shot.
go, you go head first or feet first, and that's an option. Whereas this, in any dimension, is going to be like 5 feet across.
No, it was worth a shot.
All right, so you guys leave the amphitheater, the secondary amphitheater. Everything else seems to be closed. That is everything on the east side of the amphitheater. Closed as in like it's collapsed.
Mhm.
Oh, I was gonna say I was hoping to actually buy a snack.
Just a velvet rope. Well, guess we can't see.
Try to walk into, try to interact with it. Does no interaction possible? Does not budge. Well, we know we can't go this way.
All right, so you guys are back at the main amphitheater where you fought the worms. One of their bodies is missing. Just kidding. But yeah, there's still the horde to the north.
So go check out the hole, or were we gonna actually go check out the forges, or was that to the north?
Well, the forges are ignoring the cardinal directions, but yes. So
Yeah,
check
that
out the
was
hole
the
or
stuff.
go back to the thing and go to the forges.
Could see if there's some more ore.
In the hole or in the forges? I feel like there is a guarantee of ore being in the forges.
In the forges. See if there's anything else that's been left.
So we're ignoring the hole that the worms come from.
It was mentioned checking out the forges, so I want to at least mark that off.
Sheila would like to go to the entrance of the hole and just kind of examine it, look down it.
It's like a path that goes like down, but it's not like a hole straight down. It's like an angled slope. But yeah, it's like covered in acid. You can see where burrow marks were obviously entailed. You could see those little wormy things everywhere. As you're examining it, like Bat Boy flies in and grabs one and flies back out.
So I'm going to guess it's a continuation of the nest in some way, or at least maybe a path that the worms like to use. In which case, do we really feel like going worm hunting, or can we just ignore it?
Sheila wonders if the
Why?
little worm guys are tasty.
No, they're all over the place. Just eat them.
You could use out loud, excuse you?
Even that would stop Guriel dead in his tracks and turn and go, what?
Sheila picks one up, looks at it.
Can you
The
handle
Bat Boy's
acid?
like, Sheila doesn't see this, but the Bat Boy's like staring at Sheila.
They're like actively like oozing acid.
Yes. It's actually like making a creening noise and like spurting out little bits of acid.
Michelle.
I can't think of a way to prepare it.
Are you just gonna bone apple teeth?
There you go. Oh no, I got to fuel on the fire.
Okay, so we're avoiding the hole and we're going towards the forges, right?
I think so.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys go out to the main area again and you start heading towards the forges. It's clear that there's like from the main entrance, there's like obviously an additional like carting system, like rail system that's coming up a little bit from underneath. Like they had a separate tunnel that has like you could see one of the carts off to the side has some type of steam or a Magitech engine or something that helps it move along, but the carts are empty, and you get closer and closer to the forges, you find less and less like housing and more like warehousing. Most of them have been collapsed. There's that ash everywhere again, and you eventually make your way towards what you think are the forges, and they're pretty decimated. There's like this wide open area, kind of like the amphitheater, but like has surrounding forges that have special some are automated, some look like they're manual forges. You see kind of a traditional forge, either whether it's machine operated via steam or whatever, and then you see the manual ones, but there's a particularly unique forge in the back that appears to have been protected from additional strutting. And it looks very different from all the others. Looking around, you find some metals and adamantine that have been like suffused, like they've been poured out into molds, but no one ever cracked them. So they've basically been sitting there adhering to the molds and the pour out and everything. And it looks like it overpoured in some of them. If you took time, you could probably release them from the molds, but this stuff is well and truly stuck. Dotted around are tools. You see skeletons here and there. You actually see a skeleton that is like on a anvil, and its rib cage is like smashed in. And if you examine its body, you find that its skull has one of those crystals in it. There is another skeleton sitting next to it. Somebody, anyone at all, give me a medicine check. DC 24.
A medicine check. DC
Only chance I have is if I was guidanced.
Please do the fun checks when I'm downstairs getting a fucking drink. You know how this fat body can't handle sprinting upstairs?
Yeah, I can. That's very
Jesus
hard.
Christ.
I was going to say, that's going to be a very hard check.
I thought I had medicine checks, but I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll roll it if everyone's okay with that.
24.
So fucking close.
You have
Guidance yourself?
guidance.
Did you guidance yourself?
Guidance.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Liam
Hold on.
Come on. Hey!
25.
Liam, you rolled a guidance. Was that adding on to Sheila?
Yes.
Okay. So Sheila and Yuka, you're like looking at this like anvil with this dwarf on it. You recognize there's some subtle differences between the two skeletons, Yuka. Like the one that's on the anvil, bones are a little bit denser. They have a little bit different shoulder structure. The skulls actually appear to be a bit smaller. No, you've seen the sexual dimorphism of the skeletons before. And it's different. And you start looking around, and you start observing corpses, and you find another one where there's particularly like two corpses on top of each other, aka two skeletons, and the one that looks like the one on the anvil also has the shard
Crystal.
in the back of its skull, like inside the skull.
I think
But it's not like there's an entry hole from like the front of the skull.
Like, no, this is like where we talked about before, these shards that have been in the skulls have been sitting in the back of the head. Like, it's inside the skull, and it's in the back. It's like wedged in there.
Yeah, like it teleported inside of the skull, in the back of the skull.
Oh, sorry, that's what you said. Yes. Yep.
No, okay. Well, no, that's what I'm saying is like there's not like an entry hole. It's like it teleported there and wasn't shot at.
Yeah.
Or it was put there when they were created.
And Sai mentioned that earlier when he first saw them too, that it seemed that it was unlikely that these just were put there.
I mean, that's some pretty radical surgery.
Yeah.
Now, Sai, is it possible for you to do a little bit of the arcane to read any magical properties, if there is any with them?
On the crystals? I thought we already did that.
He did that already. He found out that it was almost like basically a single-use conduit.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember that.
Yeah,
They
it
have
was
like a bomb in the back of their head in case they disobey, do they?
no this. So yeah, it was like a single use. From what I've seen and what I understand so far, is that it seems to be like a single use sort of spell booster, you could say, to put it in layman's
Kinda like
terms.
conduit.
For a in this case, it seemed to be for a suggestion spell or something of the like.
So all these bodies we're finding, those with gems and not, they're all doors, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was dwarf on dwarf violence. The ones with the crystals in the head, with those crystals, could have theoretically been controlled rather easily by whoever had control of the crystals. If you're boosting a suggestion spell like that, its potency could effectively be used to control someone's perception of reality to the extent where they could be made to do anything you wanted.
I wonder if they knew they had the crystals in their heads.
Me at least kind of remembering all the notes and whatnot, even though we did do a long rest. The notes that I would have actually made, the ones with the crystals in their heads, were they actually like their bodies or skeletal remains a lot more brutally damaged than the ones that didn't have it, or was it the other way around?
It seems to be a mix. Like you found the one with the dagger that was like to my favorite son. That individual who was stabbing the other individual, they had the thing in them, and then the one in the street that was stabbed with a spear had it in them, and then the ones you found here seem to both be brutalized. So far you've out of the 4 you found, 3 have been attacked and brutalized, and 1 was aggressor.
I was wondering, because getting the idea of the strong suggestion ability, maybe it was actually used of they were strongly encouraged to actually cause harm to others that don't feel the same, or someone triggered an event where they were to be more submissive or passive against whatever is actually happening to them. But
Yeah, like Sai was mentioning from his thaumaturgies, that it could alter their perception.
So basically just trying to stack upon that.
Okay. So at the forges here, other than that, you, like I mentioned, in the back there's a strange forge that's very large that seems to be supported and protected by very special metal strutting.
I'll take a little bit of time. If no one rejects marking down like its size, its shape, and everything, probably gonna find someone that'll like this little bit of info.
I forgot to ask.
Anyone else gonna go ahead?
Did the dwarf that we pulled out of the acid, where the acid pool was earlier, have a crystal in his head? The one that had the adamantine +3 splint mail?
Nope.
Interesting.
But good question.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, does anyone else check out this special forge in the back or investigate it?
I will.
I mean, I'll look at it, but I'm not like a expert craftsman.
You're a metallurgist. Yeah, you're a thaumaturgist, not a metallurgist.
I'm not I'm not an expert, but I'm having a tour, at least I'm at least able to get really good notes down that can.
So Liam, what makes your character like have knowledge that could be to investigate this forge?
How about that?
About what?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check at an advantage. You're looking for a DC 18.
Doesn't matter.
Damn. It looks unique and definitely interesting, but nothing quite comes to mind. In the interim of like looking it over, you do notice, Liam, that there's some ingots, a couple ingots laying around next to this thing, as well as seems like it was shut down properly. It wasn't in the middle of like smelting anything, but you could tell that the metal looks strange.
What about the bizarre forge that we found in the Great Flame? Is it similar to that?
There's elements of, like, that's why I gave you the advantage. There's elements that seem similar, but it's different.
I see.
Is the materials that they're smelting any different than like normal adamantium? Adamantine?
Yeah, this is Sheila go up to look at this metal?
I'll try to figure out what they're trying to.
It's not adamantine. It's something different, something you've never seen before.
Is it a mithril?
Yeah, pick it up. Is it heavy?
It's actually really light.
Oh.
Give me a nature check, DC 20.
Titanium alloy.
Is it the metal they used to forge
It's hard
the
to
one?
obtainium.
Oh, nice.
It's what?
It's unobtainium.
What was that? What
I
was
rolled
that,
a natural
Franco?
20.
I was gonna say, is it the material they used to forge the One Ring?
Yes, actually, that's exactly what it is. Cracked it.
The ring to rule them all.
Power.
I'm assuming nature's checked for you.
Yes.
So it's 2 factors. You don't know what this is called. You've never seen this before. It is an alloy. It appears to be some type of strange. It's titanium mixed with something else, and it appears to be low amount of titanium and then a lot of this other thing. It's not adamantine, and you can tell from the forging that this had to have some type of like magnesium or flux or something that allowed it to flow, whatever it is. And it's stupidly lightweight, but judging by, here's your one of the factors that you're pretty sure that this thing might be more powerful or more sturdy or more resilient because it actually has some flexibility to it.
It's spring adamantine.
With the last factor you have, I'm going to say that you look at the forge and you're pretty sure that this forge could... The material that they were using had to be somewhere nearby, but you passed multiple warehouses that were pretty much destroyed. I mean, the only reason why this forge wasn't destroyed, it seems they put great care in making sure that cave-ins couldn't even damage this thing. So they cared about this forge a lot. And you notice that the metal that the strutting is made out of is made from this stuff.
So this is not something you would find naturally occurring in nature.
It is not artificially. There's something in it that is natural that you can identify, which is the titanium. The other stuff you can't. And no, this would never. I mean, you know, nature. There might be a point where if this is a metal you've just never seen before, and they got next to 2 like volcanic activity or lava tubes, maybe this could happen naturally, but it's incredibly unlikely.
Sheila's gonna pick it up. She's gonna mull over the bar, look at it real close.
There are 2 bars. God damn it. There's 2 bars. They're about 2 feet by 1 foot by 1 foot.
Yeah, she'll look at it. Sheila's going to look it over. Just look at it, investigate it. Oh, just drops it.
I would have at least, while making notes, noticed Sheila actually walk over and look at the oars. And since you drop it, I'll just kind of slide right on over and go, you have a clue what this is? Just doing a grab and actually going to do full on like heft lift, but nearly hits in face and just like, oh.
Oh, that's some artificial crap.
Sai, when you go to knock on the strutting, it has this very interesting, like you've seen steel and brass, steel, brass, and iron like metal. It sounds very like it's got a really weird ring to it.
Sai, being a relative layman in these sort of fields, goes, "Yep, that's good metal." Basically, nothing.
Do I actually want to?
It's almost got a sweet sound to it.
I'm actually wondering.
I will ask to examine the metal ingot.
Right.
Less to try to figure out what it is and more to just kind of mentally remember it.
The guy who sent us here, he was a dwarf, right? Was he a blacksmith?
Yeah.
I forget.
Yes.
Maybe we just bring this back to him and let him worry about it. Although we should probably ask for a bonus based off the fact that none of us have ever seen this before, and this might actually be a new material. Well, new old material.
Yuka would like to make a personality trait roll.
Yeah, go ahead and make that trait roll real quick. Liam, you go to like ask for, hey, can I look at that metal?
Yeah.
And you walk by the strutting and you're like looking at it and you're like, huh, give me a... Would it be wisdom? Yeah, give me a wisdom check at advantage. You're looking for a DC 16.
Sorry.
Metallurgy.
Do any of us actually have like proficiency with like blacksmithing tools or anything like that?
I don't think so.
But
only person that did was Elrilla.
This is where for me, I was actually thinking of, because I don't think I actually had showed anyone yet my one scroll item that I have. I want to actually relay something, see if I can actually get information.
While you do that, go ahead real quick.
I want to go.
Just let me know if you want me to use it.
I want to actually do my own little personality roll because I don't know if I could actually trust the people with one of the things that I get, or
think about that.
So,
well, Yuka, you were gonna make.
I know the role that I want to actually do of trusting suspicious.
Okay, real quick. You go ahead and make yours.
I fucked up that roll.
But how so?
I don't know. It doesn't feel right.
I'm assuming left trait is the left one, so you got a 24 on that one if you're doing a personality roll.
Yeah, is your left trait +4 and your right trait -2?
Yeah.
Yep, then you
did it right.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, I guess that did make sense.
So what were you doing with your trait
rolling
roll?
fucking 20s. Yuka would like to be reckless on this one, which is not her check trait. But we're having fun. No, that's right. We said we were doing inquisitive with this. But anyway, Yuka, not actually being interested in metals and materials at all, would like to use her inquisitive nature to pick up the metal ingot in her hands and bite it.
Okay, as you're doing that, Kirio, go ahead and roll yours up.
Yeah, so I just wanted to clarify.
First time for me to actually do this. How do I set it up?
The personality roll?
There's actually in the Shadowhearts thing, but otherwise just go ahead and roll D20s. But in the Shadowhearts resources, you can find the macro. What was that, Sai?
I was just gonna say, I just want to say I'm not using Identify. I'm just posting it there just as a reminder to people that I have that if we need to use it. But I'm not using it right now. Whatever your left trait is, that one.
Yes, your left trait would be the 7, or I guess if you're using a trait on the same side, then it's the top to the bottom. But
no, I would not actually be. I'd actually be more suspicious of everyone. So I'm not gonna actually do my little thing.
Okay, Liam, I'm not ignoring
in front of anyone.
I know.
Yeah, Liam, I'm waiting. Okay, so is anyone else doing anything else with this metal other than what Yuka's about to do?
No, once you found out it was artificial, this person has lost all interest in whatever the hell it is.
All right, so you bite into it. You now need denture work, but
fine.
Super toxic. Who would have known?
Yeah. So what are you hoping to accomplish by doing this?
So you said it looked lighter than regular adamantium?
It just feels very light for any metal you've ever held in your hand.
Okay, so Yuka was trying to see if this was one of those cool metals that you could bite into, like
gold,
sap from a gum tree, and have a little bit of fun that way. Where it doesn't melt at ambient temperature. Hey, I feel like that's probably a bad thing in this situation, though.
You take 4
temporary damage.
Okay, that's fine.
And what's the weird part is it's not the physical nature of you biting down on it hard. When you go to bite down on it, it's like chewing on tinfoil, immediately.
So it's soft, or it just has a metallic taste?
It just gives your teeth really weird feeling when you bite into it.
Okay.
That's temporary, so yeah.
What exactly does it taste like?
Pain.
It tastes like pain.
It tastes like.
Checks out.
Have you ever bit a frozen chunk of metal?
So about what I'd expect, huh?
So
Liam, you've been sitting there scratching your chin for a little bit, and then you watch Yuka do this, and you get a flashback of you're young, you're on the Storm's Eye, and you see a child running down the hallway, and then slams into one of these beams and knocks out 2 of his teeth, and you're looking at it. And you look over at the beam, and your memory collides, and you're staring at the strut while holding the other bar, It's the same damn material.
So
this is the stuff.
What was the Storm's Eye?
That was the original ship you grew up on. The big part of that flotilla, like the main ship. I keep getting the name wrong on it. No, remember you were part of a flotilla?
Yeah. Was it a sailing ship?
No, it was that airship.
Oh, it was a fucking airship. I didn't realize it was an airship.
Yeah.
I thought the flotilla was just was a navy.
Oh no, the flotilla is a navy. They were both a mix of airships and ships.
I see. So the Storm's Eye was an airship.
Yes, it frequently would ride the waves, but yeah. But yeah, you remember what this is. And someone recently mentioned it to you specifically.
Do I know his history?
I mean, there was a great battle between the Enlightened Ember that caused a lot of that flotilla to basically disperse and took out the Storm's Eye. There was also something that went wrong with
the magistrate. We should probably get this straight sooner rather than later at some point.
Right. Well, the problem is that you've never mentioned it, so I basically have to kind of fill in the gaps.
I see.
But no, this metal you've been told about before. It's erudite.
Do I know?
It's the same stuff that Brookside's made out of. And you remember the reason why you knew about this is because Elrilla was looking into it and said that, this would be a really good material to make airships out of.
I see. I relay this information.
Aerodyne is actually how it's pronounced.
Aerodyne?
Erudine.
Eurodyne.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But
That's cool.
that's everything. Here are the forges.
Wait, Liam, do you know where this airship went down? Like its approximate location on a map?
No, that's what he's looking for.
That's your life's goal.
I know where it is, and I also know where it supposedly had fallen. They are not the same place, believe it or not.
Wait, so what is it that you want with this airship exactly?
Well, it seems like you're all kind of obsessed with money.
I seek answers from it. Answers I fear I'm only going to find on board.
It's also under the sea, so it's a little bit hard to find.
Under the sea. You were all thinking it.
Turns out, yeah.
2 locations it was supposed to be found. In the ocean to the north, and on an island to the southwest. According to Mr. Jackson, that's its last known location. However, I'm fairly certain it was downed in our battle with the Enlightened Ember.
And the dwarf you're working with has... Did you reveal that information to anyone about what he's going to give you?
No.
Okay, so if you want to do it, it'd be a good time for it. Otherwise, we can keep that quiet.
Well, I was going to say, Sai kind of looks at him skeptically and says, are you being deliberately vague, or is this just you being normally arbitrary?
I'm giving you the information I know.
All right. Well, if you want help, I do work for money.
I'll keep that in mind. First, we need a means to getting to both places. But we'll cross that road when we get to it. For now, we've got a contract.
Speaking of which, does anyone take these 2 ingots with them?
I would kind of try to palm these if no one's actually gonna.
What ingots? There's never any.
Yuka would honestly just put it down after her biting experience.
Just I'll
She sets it down and there's just a Khajiit, goddammit, tabaxi paw that just comes up and swipes it.
just quietly, nimbly realizing these are light. Just
What was that?
Have you guys seen The Breakfast Club?
No.
Yes.
yes.
All right. At one point, one of the bullies pulls out a knife and he stabs it into the table. After he stabs it into the table, he continues his conversation with the others. But then the klepto of the group reaches over, pulls the knife out of the table, and puts it in her bag when he's not looking.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are. So Kira has both ingots. You guys walk out of the forges. There is a distinct lack of adamantine in these forges. Like I said, there's some that are they were in the middle of a pour that kind of over poured. So it's basically like a giant thing of metal that is now encompassed over this pouring mold and over the forge, and it would take a lot to get it out.
Oh, I could have it to her. Just take whatever ones there are.
That's all. It's only the 2 of those ingots, but the only
there's
the
ingots,
adamantine.
but the molds, for the molds that need to be pulled apart.
Let me explain this. There's basically a vat that has like 18 molds in it. It overfilled, and now there's basically a giant brick. And there's also the pouring apparatus spilled out. So there's like little tendrils of adamantine that have cooled into like, weird formations. So you'd have to unseat the entire damn thing from, like, you could just see the tops of the molds poking out. Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking it was just
What's
like
the DC of the strength check for this?
individual molds that were
40.
like set aside that haven't been split. I didn't realize it was like in the giant thing with others and everything poured over top. I thought they were like sectioned out, or a few were sectioned out, but just not pulled apart.
Yeah.
No,
Considering that adamantine is borderline indestructible.
Some of them are better than others, but for the most part, it is just basically one giant block. So
yeah, never mind on that.
Okay. So you guys come out. Now it leaves one more path: the cloth and pottery path.
Cloth.
So as you guys are leaving the forges, Bat Boy has taken up to sleeping on your shoulder at the moment.
I assume Yuka's shoulder.
Tired. Yes.
That's fine. He had went through a lot of stress yesterday. You could just kind of comfortingly pats him between the shoulders.
Yeah, he makes these tiny little gentle grudge noises.
Oh my god.
Very soft.
The noises my fucking cats make in the morning. Anyway.
So as you guys are walking down this path, you find a lot of bodies. And we're just going to say, with the group that keeps going up and hitting the exam button on every single fucking thing, you notice that a good portion of them, probably like 1/3 of them, have these crystals in the back. Some are, like, obviously were ganged up on, some weren't. And you find like a lot of bodies. Like, we're talking about crowds of bodies. Like, at some point there's piles of skeletons, and you find a district, like a housing district, that is actually fairly well intact, and you don't see any of that ash stuff anywhere. And you're kind of looking around, and you find in the center of this little district a cart with a tarp over it, and there were 2 skeletons that looked like they were like laying in front of it as if they were pulling it, and there was a skeleton laying on top of the tarp and several skeletons around. But yeah, it's a typical housing district. It's not fucked up. Like, age has. So what's weird is you've been assuming up to this point that the damage and rubble and stuff you've seen has been just time. But this place seems suspiciously like there's some of that, right? There's wear and tear. There's dust. There's a upturned like pillar here and there. But for the most part, the roofs and stuff are kind of in place. And again, you don't see that ash stuff anywhere.
So is it fair to say that the devastation we saw earlier was caused by something, and that the wear and tear here is more indicative of what time would actually do?
From your perception, yes.
Perception. I can try to do that.
No. I'm saying that I think the lowest perception score here and investigation can notice that this place is drastically different. If it was subtle, I'd make you roll.
Okay, so you're saying, so I'm just confirming what you're saying. Is that an accurate assumption?
Yes.
Or interpretation?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes. So you're all standing in this district next to this cart with a kind of like cloth tarp over it, like a really thick cloth tarp.
Does it look like the people who died here were like battling in a struggle, or like how did they die? Like,
give me an investigation check, DC 12.
I can give you assist, or do my own, but I'll assist.
I mean, we're both probably thinking the same thing and looking at it at the same time.
Yeah, so roll advantage. Okay, 28. Yeah, no factors here other than just additional information. Yes, it is clear that there was a fight here. Fight broke out. It appears to be that the fight is specifically between those who have the crystal in the back of their head and those who don't. It should be noted for Yuka, who's like observing this in the back and kind of hearing Sai and Kirio's explanation of all this. Yuka, you noticing that some of those body types that you were noticing earlier, they're always with the crystal, crystal, but not every body type you see where they're slightly different like that has a crystal in it.
I was just gonna ask if it looked like it was like a racial difference, or maybe literally just kind of like a diet difference or something. But that kind of answers my question.
Yeah, you're thinking it might be a little bit racial.
Exactly, like there's like a subspecies or something.
Well, we know,
but I guess there kind of is
common knowledge that there's multiple kinds of dwarf, right? Or is even that basically unknown at this point?
You know that there's at least hill. Hill is the common one you see out in the world that you've met. Mountains are the ones that are really rare, and you've only ever heard them. They're currently now up north.
Gotcha.
And you've only ever met two. Talon, the one that was at the Crystal Dragon Cove, where both the charismatic people talked each other to death, and then the guy you met in Okerseps, the one who gave you the job to go find this place.
Okay, interesting. So do the ones with crystals, are they exclusively mountain dwarves then, or are they the mixed group?
You don't know what skeleton was which.
Okay.
Would Yuka be able to define which is which? Okay.
Unless you want to tell me how.
You'd think the necromancer would be able to tell the difference between bones.
If there's a way or something that Sai can argue, or because like, correct me if I'm wrong, this isn't like you grew up as a necromancer. It was more of a deviation on your path of knowledge that was seen as okay and acceptable and reasonable within Requiem.
Actually, my character's backstory is that as a young child, basically some hedge wizard came through the area who was practicing necromancy and used that to like kill a bunch of people, and he escaped that carnage. And he ended up, as the story goes, he ended up bumping into somebody as pure happenstance, was playing the role of like the quote unquote white necromancer, who then battled with this evil necromancer, killing him and destroying his undead horde. And then he was picked up from there and joined the order that he's a part of.
Okay, so you did do it for childhood.
Well, actually, yes, I have been immersed in this stuff since childhood.
So the question I have to you is that have you ever seen a body of a hill? Have you ever seen the skeleton of a hill dwarf?
I would have only been really exposed to the dead of the people that live in Requiem. So if
there's
dwarves and mountain dwarves don't really frequent there, then no.
Yeah, definitely not mountain dwarves, but my initial write-up of the town of Requiem did not have dwarves listed.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yuka would have been in a similar but different boat.
Domain of the magistrate?
Requiem was on the edge of the magistrate and was running kind of as a city-state, and Requiem was kind of left alone because Requiem was actually able to deal with the Blood Forest, so the magistrate's sway didn't really work. Whereas everywhere else, they were shit terrified of the Blood Forest, but they were shit terrified of the magistrate. Well, one's maybe going to kill them, and one's definitely going to kill them. So people got in line with the one that was less likely to kill them, which was the magistrate.
Requiem's concept is it's both the best and the worst parts of like religion. It has the stability of a unified ideology, but at the same time it has its weaknesses as well. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's a weird place.
Yep, and they were able to basically beat off the magistrate's rule because they were able to handle themselves so well. But anyway, so yeah, I don't think there's reasonable way for anyone here to know the difference between a mountain dwarf skeleton and a hill dwarf skeleton.
Yes, unless Curio knows more about the dead of dwarves than I do. He knows more about dwarves in general.
No more of like relics or have access to
relics,
knowledge of that.
Relics, knowledge, and general culture. Okay, cool. So,
I mean, I'll start taking notes,
you guys are in this. You're in this like basically this little square, kind of similar to where you went when you went down the ash path. What do you want to do?
Well, everyone has pointed out my weakness when it comes to dwarf corpses, so now I'm going to take it personally, and I'm going to start documenting every detail about them.
Like, you know what? I have been behind on my research.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
Is that called it's the study of shit. What is
anthropology?
Anthropology.
Yeah.
Anthropology is the study of a culture.
Okay.
Anthropomorphizing is you humanize something.
Yeah.
I
guess-
feel like you're
I guess we're
studying
basically-
nephrology right now.
Astrology.
Yeah, one of the other definitions of anthropology is the study of human biological and physiological characteristics and their evolution.
Oh,
So it is
I
also
actually
the
didn't know
study
that.
of physical remains. So I
Why
guess
that wrong?
I'm being an anthropologist right now. I'm going to study the physical remains and document the differences and the similarities and whatnot.
okay. What else is other people doing? There's a cart with. Oop,
Hi.
Bye, Felicia.
Goodbye.
Who left? And they're
Hello.
back.
was that Stump that left?
Nope. I had a moment.
Ah, gotcha.
It's okay.
Okay.
We forgive you.
All right. So, what is everyone else doing in this square?
Because we're not in the pottery / fabric section, are we?
Yeah, you are. That's the road you
We're
took.
still. That is the road we took. Okay.
Yeah, that's the last road.
Is there any surviving fabric?
Yeah, there's some. There's also this tarp on this cart that looks very thick and heavy. That looks like it's been eaten at, but not enough. But there's some surviving fabric, kind of like around. It's all around these bodies, like where basically it looks like why there was so much cloth and shit on that path is because at some point the like weird air current that's down here would like blow off from the bodies, but the bodies just had different types of like clothing and cloth and fineries on them.
See, look at
She-
it sitting there are weirdly untouched in this market full of looted carts.
Sheila's gonna go up and like start examining the cloth. See if there's anything like really intact that's like still got some durability. Hold it up to themselves.
You're talking about the cloth that's on the cart or just on the ground?
Just in general, Sheila's not afraid of dirt.
You are.
I need to know specifically, is it the cart or is the stuff on the ground?
First one, then the other.
Okay, so which is first?
I'll say the cart is first.
Fantastic. Yeah, so you go up to this cart and you come along the side and you're kind of lifting it up. There's this weird, like, metal object inside the back of the cart.
Is a disintegration bomb.
Do I pull out Excalibur?
No, it's like a big, like, lack of a better term for your character, a device, like a large, weird metal and like copper and like some weird materials like device.
Okay,
It's a metallic spheroid.
I'm gonna
It's a
assume
battery-powered
Sheila
vibrator.
doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, no, you
and
definitely
it's
don't know what it is.
probably not going to treat it with any reverence or care.
Yep, so you pull up the cloth and you're like examining it.
Yeah, and there's this thing in the. Oh, what the fuck is this thing? Just tosses it.
Well, no, it takes up the whole cart.
Oh, it's big.
Ooh.
Oh, it's like the cloth is
big.
covering it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't care.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
thinking about making a sash.
Yeah, so there's like a really nice pattern on this tarp.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you
That's
guys
worn
think?
away
He
from
holds it up
time.
to himself. Just go with my skin.
I want to try to take note of the. Is it like an emblem or?
It's a type of symbol you've seen around town before.
Okay.
Is it too gaudy?
You can do with it as you like. I'm going to take a look at what was in the cart. Does it seem remotely
Give
familiar with
me
something?
an investigation check at advantage for you, DC 14.
Well,
You're pretty sure this is a bomb.
ha! I was right. Did I? I was gonna say. I was. Okay, never mind.
Your background is pretty much
This is
your background. Go ahead.
This is. I could tell this is deactivated, no longer usable, right?
So in your
Do you want to poke around the highly unstable object to see if it's going to explode?
No, it'd be like you would see me just kind of looking at it, and then just every hair or fur of my body just like, oh
Hands
fuck.
up, man.
yeah, literally turns into like actually with pile length fur rather than just minky. So in your line of work, you've seen magical devices used very maliciously. Everything about this thing is screaming that this is some
Yes.
type of magical alchemical bomb. And it hasn't went off. And you think with that roll, the reason why it didn't go off is you know those crystals you've been seeing in the back of the skulls? There is one that is laying on the bottom of the cart, and you look up and you see where it would be slotted.
Ah,
Sheila
Hey.
sees everybody's looking at reaction of horror just behind them. What is it? Ugly?
Is it that guy?
Is it this bad?
I'm currently busy with the bodies.
Remember those piles of ashes we've seen around?
Uh-huh.
This is an undetonated source of creating that.
Oh.
It would use us as
So-
a catalyst.
Oh, so you think that I would look good in this as a sash?
Oh, yeah, sure, that'd be fine.
That, yes, you keep it. Yes.
Patterns and our colors are quite stylish on you.
Oh. Yeah, she just starts rolling it up.
Oh.
I'm taking it.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, my son.
Not now, Daddy.
Curio, well, last one thing. You're pretty sure that this thing could level a town.
Yeah. I'll actually kind of sigh. I have a question for you, and I'll actually say this as a favor. Would you be willing to disintegrate this?
He's hearing you guys talk, but he's got like this scroll out and he's writing furiously down the scroll. He started lining up bodies on the side of the street, going, and you just hear him muttering, all right, that one I'll mark down as type A for now. This one can be type B, that one type C, and we have that.
I'm not actually going to give two shits right now. I will pull my crossbow out, shoot near him to get his attention. If I need to, shoot the bones.
Yes, I was saying. All right, so before you do that, you hear Sai muttering that, and he doesn't even turn towards you, and he goes, "Yeah, whatever you need. What do you want?" As he's still focused.
And then a
on
skull gets a fucking bolt through it.
Before he does, I take effort to commit this appearance to memory.
Yeah. I assume I hear the crossbow bolt bounce off the pavement, and I roll up the scroll, tuck it in my pouch, turn towards Curio. How may I assist you today, Curio?
Would you be willing to expend one of your higher arcane capabilities to actually disintegrate this and point towards what's in the cart?
That depends. Can I give it a psi examination?
Yeah, you're better off rolling Arcana, and you could tell it's something magically made. It's still mechanical in nature, but that'd be your best check. You're looking for a DC 24.
24? Guidance? Oh, Arcana. I rolled the wrong thing.
You did.
Well, I think the bonus is the same if you just want to take...
Nah, just go ahead and re-roll it. It's fine.
Oh, I rolled good on the second try.
This is a bomb, and it could level a small town. It is alchemically, magically, and mechanically made. It has the capability of creating that ash you've been seeing. Matter of fact, you're pretty sure that's why this area hasn't been seen to rubble. Yes. There you go.
Yes. I already knew all that.
Your character didn't.
Okay, so what I'm more interested in knowing is whether or not disintegrating this would actually be a good idea, how to deal with it. Because for all I know, disintegration could potentially set it off before it actually, fully dissolves or whatever.
Yes, it would be safe for you to do so.
Okay.
Because I got my acids, and I'm actually straight up saying, I have some acids that I dealt with some similar stuff like this, but this is something way bigger, and I do not want to chance the acid to do it. I seen you cast your spell when we were dealing with the worms, and I know that will remove this from existence. I will have to owe you a favor for actually removing this for me.
Why do you want to, destroy this thing? Wouldn't you rather repurpose it?
I do not have the expertise for that. There's some stuff that I have actually had handled where I'll be able to give to people who are reliable, but we've seen what this has done here in this city. This cannot exist.
I'd rather not end up as a pile of ash if you don't mind.
Okay.
And if we found this and someone else happened to find this and they actually did the effort to take this out, who knows where it'll actually go.
I'd rather see it done.
Any input from the others?
Yuka doesn't care as long as it doesn't blow up.
Kind of in the same boat.
Okay. Well, Sai will agree. Yeah. I'll nod. All right, I'll destroy it. But before I do, I'm going to take a few notes. And he's going to record basically what he can. He's not like mechanically adept. So it's not going to be anything like useful in that regard.
You're looking at the more the arcane side of it, alchemical side, maybe even a little.
Yeah.
Commit its physical appearance to memory.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'll record enough data so that it'll be recognizable if I find a similar device in the future of, similar make and model.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know enough about engineering to be able to like create a blueprint or anything from this object. All right. After he probably spends like 5 to 10 minutes noting it. Then he'll roll up his scroll again, put it away, and he'll look back towards the others. All right, you ready? I still have no guarantee that this will go horribly awry, but yeah, let's find out.
Yep. So I cast it, and it basically just there's maybe like a small copper pipe that after he gets done with the spell falls off to the side, cuts a hole through the everything, including a little bit of the stone below, and it is now gone. It's funny, I wrote in my notes with a couple quotations that for myself that said, please, for fuck's sakes, make sure that whoever interacts with this thing has an idea, because if y'all had just walked up to it like, oh look, it's one of those crystals, oh look, there's a slot in front of it that looks very like it could fit it, okay, click.
Hey, guess what?
That would
Don't have to worry about this campaign anymore.
Yeah.
That is a TPK. It's basically a disintegration bomb.
I was going to say that when Sheila first started messing with it, I was going to say as a joke, I ready to cast the Wall of Force spell, but then I didn't say it because I remembered that, if this is a disintegration bomb, Wall of Force actually wouldn't help.
No, Wall of Force.
I stopped myself from saying it earlier.
Yeah, it would be a literal TPK. I made enough proclivities that I'm like, and I had a thing that says, warn them if they really want to do this. Do you want to take one of these crystals that you've seen that has actively participated in bad things and plug it into something that you don't quite understand? If they said yes, I just wrote the words TPK. Okay, yeah, so it is gone. And in this region, that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot left this town. Like, if you could bring in excavation equipment, you could probably get a lot more done. These paths lead to other districts and stuff like that, but a lot of it's just closed off after a while. You're positive the reason why there's so much rubble and debris and things are so crashed and broken down is now because these bombs are probably set off in different places.
Yeah, and this is for whatever reason the one incident in which they were not able to detonate it.
Andrew, what the fuck did you send me?
I sent you a screenshot from the Falconeer.
Is that a bomb?
This was the bomb that could supposedly destroy any building I dropped it on.
Neat.
It,
go ahead.
It did a little more than that.
All right, so you make your way back to the area, and yeah, you have, without digging equipment or without taking a lot more time around these areas, you've other than the wormhole, you've explored every part.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm basically at least satisfied, and
well, do we want to go down the wormhole?
So, what was our mission here again? Weren't we just supposed to find this city and then report back?
Yes.
Or were we supposed to figure out what happened to the dwarves?
Find it, scout it, bring back a detailed report.
Yeah. But technically, we could have turned back as soon as we found the city, but we decided we wanted more intel, so we started looking around. And now we have concluded our looking around phase.
And probably
now that we finished fucking around, it's time to find out.
I would rather not find out. Let's go back. I don't want any more fucking wormy boys.
But what if there's adamantine down the wormhole? Agreed.
I mean,
No, it's not worth it. Fuck those worms.
The giant worms are a legitimate threat, and if somebody else is going to come behind us, we should know everything about it, right?
Yes.
If somebody else comes behind us, that's their fucking problem.
The other thing, violence. Greed and violence.
I'm fine with leaving.
So
Okay, how about this?
What's curious?
I'm gonna say
would be the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
oh, I would have been, if people actually want to go check out the wormhole, we can go check it out. But if everyone's satisfied with what's been done, then let's get
The
out.
problem is we have a 2-2 split,
Yeah, you're the.
or the tiebreaker.
Sai and Sheila want to go down the wormhole. Liam and Yuka do not.
Ooh.
What about our little fly friend? What does he think?
Guys, we can split the party.
He's sleeping.
2 of us start leaving, the other 2 go down the hole. And then Curio cuts himself in half and goes both ways.
I only have one life. And no, others have not been spent.
Well, if you're going to count the bat as a vote, I'm going to start animating skeletons, and I'm going to count their votes.
Hey, yeah, Robert, what's your vote? Do you want to come out of the cave, or do you want to go further and play with more giant worms?
He like wakes up.
You want to leave
shakes.
your home or go find more food?
He looks around and then looks at you, Yuka. Do you want to try and convince him to come with you?
Yes, I would like to try to convince him to come with.
Being as you're talking with it, I will give you one of 2 choices. You can either use animal handling, which will give a different DC, or you can actually use a persuade check, which would be a different DC.
Let's
Persuasion
do
will be
animal handling.
Okay. The DC for animal handling is going to be 18.
With guidance.
Remember, you have inspiration and you have guidance.
Actually,
you can use inspiration if you want.
should I do guidance first and then use inspiration to get advantage?
You have to declare if you're going to use inspiration.
Technically, you're
Okay.
also supposed to use
Guidance
guidance
can be
first, too,
applied
but
before or after.
Yeah, guidance can be used
Guidance
before or
can be
after,
before?
but you have but before you roll a d20, it needs to be declared if you're using advantage.
Okay, I am going to use one of my inspirations. And then I am going to guidance myself.
that was a good check to use inspiration on.
Honestly, I didn't even check my roll first.
Oh dear.
So persuading the creature is like talking to him out, like making rational arguments and stuff like that. Animal handling is getting it to understand that there is another food provider that is me, and that I provide you warmth, comfort, and companionship, and you're using that survival requirement of him to get him to change his perspective. And that has happened wholeheartedly with zero hesitation, but that has been interpreted into whatever you just said is what he's going to do. So did you say you wanted to leave, right, Yuka?
Yes.
So
I was thinking about it for a minute.
He wakes up, stirs, you start talking to him in the language, and people are hearing this weird kind of guttural sound come from Yuka. The Bat Boy looks around, looks at Yuka, puts his snout to her nose, and then glides towards the way you guys came, and then sits. Like, the way you guys came into the city, so like the entrance to the city.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there waiting by the entrance.
See, guys, even the native creature is okay with leaving. So
Sure.
I think that's justifiable.
So Kirio, you technically are still the tiebreaker. What you got, Shoop?
Down the hole or out the hole?
The whole.
I'm guessing Shoop walked away.
Possibly.
Or he's
I had to
muted.
go to the bathroom, so I just got back.
I'm gonna give him 1 minute.
Shoop. Shoop.
I don't blame him. Every time it's Yuka's got the spotlight, I just walk away as well.
All right, well,
Yeah,
I
I like
need-
to walk away when Nika's got the
Yeah,
spotlight.
you need to get to bed.
Yeah, I need
actually
to
meant to
get
mention that to
moving.
you.
No, I was just staying just a little longer, so it's a little over an hour. But I do have to go because I have to be up at 4 a.m.
Yep.
Good luck.
Oh shit!
Have a good night, Stuff.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good luck with tomorrow.
Sleep tight.
Well, if we want to count Stump as AFK, then technically Sheila's vote is retracted and leaving gets the win.
Yep. And it sounded like Kirio's willing to go along with whatever. So yeah. So I think we see this camera change, right? Where you're all like in there, and you're all trying to decide, well, should we go like bother with that nest, or if there's anything more? And then like Yuka makes these guttural noises, and then the little Bat Boy flies off, like glides, lands to the entrance, and then we just see everyone start walking towards the exit. Yeah, and the bat boy curls up along your leg, lays into your clothing, and falls asleep again.
Huzzah.
I was going to
And
ask.
he will now easily go with the name Robin. Go ahead. What was
Is
it?
his species? This is in character. Side turns to Yuka. Do you know if his species is photosensitive? He might not react well to sunlight for the first time.
Yuka pulls out. Hold on. Hold on. The traditional tabaxi clothes that she was given like 6 million sessions ago. And presumably there is a hood on some article of clothing or like a sash or something that she just kind of pulls out with them. I could make him something to wear out of this to keep him protected from the sun. He's my friend.
I think Sai was referencing the light in his eyes.
I mean, yes, for one, but generally as well. We don't know. He could sunburn really easily as well.
Get psoriasis.
Goes outside,
I
immediately
still
bursts
feel
into flames.
like if Yuka notices he seems uncomfortable and he's like blinking a lot, I feel like she could pretty easily fashion a little makeshift hooded robe for Robin until we could get somewhere where Yuka has a little bit more time to like hand stitch something cutesy for him.
Gotcha.
A pair of clouded goggles.
And remember, this is like a chihuahua-sized animal with like bat wings, kind of like more like brutish snout, a lot of fur.
Chihuahua.
So it's like a chupacabra.
Chihuahua. Yeah, like a chupacabra, but a little less emaciated. Yeah, you all start making your way. So are you all gonna walk, or are you gonna do the cloud wind walk thing again?
Oh, yeah. Is everybody okay with doing the cloud
Days
shape?
of travel.
Can we potentially just wind walk ourselves up through a chimney or something?
You'd have to know which way to go. Like, you're not wrong if there's an air shaft, which likely there was for the dwarves, but you'd have to find it.
Yeah. I suppose we could just go back the way we came. Oh, we were going to stop at that other path on the way back out, aren't we?
Yeah, the adamantine mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far away was that? That was kind of like right at the entrance of the town, right?
Yeah, it's like a couple hours out. Yeah.
It's by normal.
You never did figure
speed.
out how they. Yeah, you never did figure out how the fields were still irrigated. That was one question you didn't get answered.
Oh, yes.
Well, do we want to hit that on the way out then? And then once we finish,
It's also on the way out.
Then we'll wind walk as far back as possible. I don't like the idea of using wind walk just to go halfway and then stop using wind walk and then have to use another wind walk to finish leaving.
Yeah, no, the farms are about an hour out, and the adamantine mine is about 2 hours out.
Okie doke.
And that was by the normal walking, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I feel like that would be reasonable.
yeah, we could take one more look at the farms before we leave and then stop at the mine. And then once we finish up there, we'll wind walk as far back to town as possible.
All right. You guys walk.
Whatever anti-magic field they have or whatever.
Yeah. You wander towards the farms and you eventually make it there. Sheila is particularly interested and immediately starts digging in the ground.
You got interested in doing what?
So you're back now. Everyone decided we're going to leave.
All right.
But they were going to check out the farms to see how they were irrigated, because that was a question that did get answered, and then check out the adamantine mine, and then do wind walk all the way the rest of the way back.
All right.
Yeah, so Sheila starts digging in the farm to like see how it's irrigated. What are you doing? Is anyone else interested looking into this? Because Sheila was the one who was interested.
Yuka would definitely
actually
be interested as well.
Yep. If it's something that can be useful, I would at least try to get whatever notes and bring it back.
I mean,
Yep. So
at this point, I am dedicating myself to being a good little anthropologist.
Anthropologist, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah,
So Kiryu and you were documenting, and the rest of you were digging in the dirt. What about you, Liam? Are you doing anything?
Well, considering this might be my last opportunity to, I'll see if I can raise Gregory.
Yeah.
Now, when you say raise Gregory, I can only think of that in terms of a necromancer. What do you mean?
Raise
The person riding around in his head.
Raise
give me
hail or call or talk to.
Yeah. Give me a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Oops, I forgot to turn off the advantage.
It's fine, you got it. So we're cool with the farm stuff. Yuka and Sheila dig quite a ways down, and they eventually find this weird kind of pokey, spongy material with like a metal rod in it, and it appears to be a water pipe mixed with some type of underground coral sponge that basically slowly irrigates the ground, and then it seems that the water is gravity fed from some type of spring.
So the sponges work as like a mechanical pump. And
Yes,
then
they're drawing
the
water
is
out
fed
of the
by a
tiny.
spring?
Yes, they're basically drawing water out of the pipe, and they're withholding enough water that they can basically regain it faster than they lose it.
Interesting.
And it seems to be enough to irrigate the ground here.
Is it possible to take a sample of one of these land sea sponges?
Yeah, absolutely.
I go to take a sample
You've
of the
never-
land sea sponge.
So does Sheila. Someone put a note in the checking out farms irrigation system that both Sheila and Yuka have a sample. Cutting back to you, Liam. Yeah, you go to like think deeply in your mind, and there's this mind space that you kind of accidentally sometimes trip into, and you see yourself in like a dark place, and you see what you believe is the visage of Gregory. Sometimes it's hard to determine in your head. He seems a little distracted, but you get his attention. He looks to you. He says, Sea Runner.
Hey,
He looks like he's got a headache. What's up?
you doing all right, lad?
No, this is weird. Ever since you went to the elves, nothing's quite right.
Strange. Has it gotten any better since leaving?
I can think. I can talk. I think so.
That's bizarre. Forgive me, this is still new to me. I can't guarantee comfort.
Right. I mean, I think I'm dead, so this is new to me as well.
Kind of in the same boat, you'd say. Speaking of which, I try to set the scene.
You try to create a area around you.
Create the mindscape.
Go ahead and what are you trying to make it?
This time the wave dancer. Except to the port is an endless archipelago with fragments of memory.
I'll just let you do that. Yeah. He says, that's a ship.
Aye, a damn fine sailing ship too. Or at least she was. I grabbed the helm.
It's just all of a sudden there's just you're at the helm. There's no walking. It's just you're there now. He looks around. He's like, I'm not getting used to this. What do you, Sea Runner, what do you want?
Ever since discovering the longboat from your void-faring vessel.
You mean the lifeboat?
Sure, if that's what you call it. The ship bolts forward to an unusually large island, with the interior of that cave visible.
He looks out. He says,
It's on the island, but when you perceive it almost as if you were there.
Right. He looks out. He says, "Yeah, the lifeboat."
Aye, that one. Ever since discovering that, I've been making connections to various structures in my travels. The ship bolts forward again, but this time showing the strange crater forge from the Great Flame. This wouldn't be familiar to you, would it?
He tilts his head and says, what am I looking at?
It's essentially it's both the structure and its interior.
Yeah, it's that crater forge, right, though? The one by the Dragon Mount?
The one that's got all of the statues around it.
Yeah. So he says, not really. I mean, is that a volcano?
Is this something your civilization would fabricate?
I mean, those look like machines, but they're messed with. Maybe?
You mentioned a strange word when you had possessed me, Mr. Brookside. I turned to my left and a visage of Brookside appears next to me. What exactly?
He just waves. He waves.
The visage will wave back.
He says, robot, android?
Aye, what exactly do those words mean in your
It's a hot debate, but some of them can think and talk and breathe think and talk like us, and some are no more different than a pulley, a machine. Android is a little bit more complex, but a robot can be very simplistic.
What are their origins? Did you grow up with them? Were they born alongside you?
No, they're made.
Made by whom?
I think Cassie Corp.
Cassie.
It's a company. You wouldn't know them, but yeah, it's like a giant organization, a company. Think of a business, very large.
A company of people?
Of people, patents, blood-sucking lawyers, yeah.
So
Cassie had their fingers in all sorts of things.
Your species fabricated them then?
I mean, mine and many others, different versions, yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what led to their awakening.
Awakening. Some of them are awake, some of them aren't. Also, he points to Brookside. He says, "That's not something we make,
Really?
but it's no.
Your kind did not make this one.
It's no model I've ever seen, but there are competitors out there. Maybe.
Interesting.
I hadn't been to Earth in a long time, mind you, buddy. I'm a pilot, helmsman.
I understand, but you're like my only connection to your people and your culture.
I get that. I'm trying.
I appreciate it. I don't expect you to be a savant, but you're the best lead I've got.
But yeah, no. I think I've heard middling conversations. Doesn't your people refer to that as a construct? Warforge?
Aye, that would be what most of them call themselves.
Sounds like a fantasy novel.
Fantasy, eh? Do your kind regularly idolize my hold on, what am I trying to say?
Kirk's an eyebrow. I don't know, man.
The nature of your existence?
Interesting.
Do we idolize things that don't exist? Yeah, that's kind of the whole damn galaxy. Other than the Jamari, they don't really have any culture of their own.
Interesting. Sorry, a few more places to visit. I grab the helm and the ship bolts forward again. This time, the large island primarily featured is the forge we just saw. This looked like something your civilization would manufacture.
He tilts his head and nods. Yeah, that's, I've seen something like that. Where have I seen that? Is it Fabricator? No. Aluminum strutting. Nah. That's quite dangerous to have just out in the open like that. How do you contain the powder?
Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with forging techniques.
Yeah, I don't know much either.
I'm merely recreating what I had witnessed from memory.
Put it this way, making aluminum is dangerous.
I see. So that's what your kind called this stuff, as I fabricate the bar in my hand.
Some call it aluminum, some call it aluminium, but yeah.
Interesting. We call it aerodyne.
It really does feel like a fucking fantasy novel. Anyway.
One more thing to visit. As I
oh my God.
Bomb on the deck.
You and me both, brother.
This wouldn't seem familiar to you, would it?
He looks at it and says, no. What was that, like a fancy Roomba?
What's a Roomba?
Think of an automated dustpan and broom.
No. In fact, it's actually much better at creating dust, I suspect.
Kind of looks like a tank with a bunch of chemicals in it. What is it, like a bomb?
Indeed.
Huh. Where'd you find this at?
An underground settlement. I don't suppose you'd know what a dwarf is.
Fantasy novel? Yeah, I know what a dwarf is. They're not real.
I conjured my contractor on the deck.
Yeah, that looks like what I expect it to look like and he says like some author. And
I don't know who that is, but yeah.
He shakes his head and says, I mean, they're not real. I mean, there's dwarfism, but they don't look like that.
Maybe from where you come from, they're not real.
Obviously. This all feels like a fever dream.
I grab the helm and the ship bolts forward and shows the dust-covered area that we visited.
Huh, that looks pleasant.
Aye, the result of one of these bombs, supposedly. The dust you see laying around are former residents.
He looks around. Well, it's not like I haven't seen war before. To be honest, this is probably the least devastating thing I've seen happen to a city.
Really, all I wanted to confirm with this one was to see if your culture had made this, if it was a remnant from the ancient humans.
No. If anything, if this is all it does, buddy, I hope you never understand what nuclear arms are for.
The hell is a nuke?
think a very big bomb.
Yikes. Mass murder.
One that could-
is one thing, but this is something else.
Yeah, this seems more like a bioweapon with a bit of kick behind it.
Interesting. Well, unfortunately, this was going to be the last opportunity I had to talk to you for a while. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go back into that Elven lands.
Great. I love feeling like a Rubik's Cube.
My apologies.
Not like I get to drive or anything. Well, I appreciate the heads up.
Did you want to on occasion?
You mean like when we first met? It'd be
Hey,
nice.
you possessed me.
Yeah,
I'll see
I'll
you.
take you up on their offer when you're not prancing around with the tree huggers.
Hey,
Assuming in this universe, elves love trees.
grab the helm and the ship bolts forward to show a section of Ockerseps.
He looks around. Yep. And he says that author's name again. Right out of fucking Stearns the Wind.
Interesting. So your culture fantasized about this.
I mean, you're a human, right?
Well, now I'm not entirely sure. I might be I might be the ancestors of a pale recreation of a human, depending
Yeah,
on
'cause
what the Diasha did when they got here.
Yeah, I don't know. Dasha definitely were fucking with the humans on Earth. But
I might call myself human, but in reality, I might be an aberrant horror. Who knows?
I'm sure in Aberrant Horror, you're the most kind one I've seen so far compared to the Diashra.
Why, thank you. Glad to hear I'm doing something right. Or trying to, anyways. Again, sorry for the discomfort.
Yeah, I've had a hangover before. This just feels worse. Just, if you can do me a favor and limit your time there, I would appreciate it. Whatever's going on in that place makes my mind feel scrambled. Also, just so you're aware, when you're in that place, I just hear constant bitching and moaning from some dude.
Aye, that'd probably be the different fragments of Talos.
Oh, wait, the bird thing? The thing you worship?
Aye. The more I think about it, the more I think his personality may have fragmented and created multiple different versions of himself. My goal is to put them together and make it all one voice, but we'll see if I live that long.
He puts his hands up and like presses them forward slightly. You do you. But if you could tell him to calm the fuck down. It's bad enough feeling like a Rubik's Cube turned inside out. I don't need someone bitching and moaning about how they can't talk to somebody. Sounds like a wayward wife missing their husband who's gone off to war for fuck's sakes.
Wait, you can understand him?
Kinda. It's like seeing somebody who's mad at you and they point at you giving the middle finger. You know the intent, telling you to fuck off.
Interesting.
Kind of like that.
I've been trying to learn his language for a bit. Have found few opportunities to do so. Maybe when I can finally talk to him, he'll settle down a bit. We'll see.
I know that'd drive me nuts. Anyway, no offense, but if we're going to be going back there, I'd like a little peace and quiet before we do.
Right. I'll let you do it, lad.
Talk to you later, Sea Runner.
Information.
He gives you he brings his hand up to his temple and like lets it go, like he's bringing it forward. He's saluting you. Disappears.
Yep.
All right. So at this point, the farm has been excavated. We have the weird thing. At some point, is anyone looking at Liam or wondering why he's just kind of standing in the back?
I probably would take note of that, of just why. I'll just kind of be like, does he normally just stand there without saying anything or whatnot?
Well, I probably would have found somewhere to sit.
Okay, sit there.
Yeah, he's like a lemming.
He
Whatever
sits
you
on, like,
do,
a
just make sure he
stone
closes.
fence.
Just make sure his mouth is closed and he's not staring upward, so he doesn't drown, and he'll be all right.
As he says that, you look over Curio and you see Liam like mouth open slightly as if he's talking, and then all of a sudden you see him shake his head. Liam stands up.
If he was actually saying anything or mouthing anything, I would know what he's saying. I can read
Yeah, so
lips.
you notice that now. Andrew, what was the last thing you said to Gregory? It was "take care, lad," right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you see him mouth "take care, lad," and then he like his eyes open, shakes his head, stands up. Not the first time you've seen priests do this shit though, so it probably isn't all that uncommon. And you're familiar enough with Talos worshippers, so.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, it took me like 10 straight minutes of that sequence going on to remember what the fuck was going on. I completely forgot about Gregory.
Yeah.
Andrew's possessing spirit, or whatever you want to call it, and the spaceship thing, or whatever we found.
Yeah, it's basically a tie to my Stars with a Number universe.
Yeah. I was just over here going like, what the fuck is going on right now? And eventually I was like, oh, that's right. I remember vaguely. It's like, did I miss something? Nope. Oh, can you rename the company to Red Ribbon, by the way?
No, Cassie stands for, hang on, I need to write it out again, but it's like classical astroneer. It's like a really bullshit fucking acronym. It's more of a backronym where they wrote the word Cassie. Cassie Scientific Incorporated is basically a corporation that has a shit ton of sway in the galaxy and in the human empire, or not empire, but human colony, UNNC, the human colonies, or human colonies, and
they even if I remember right.
I'm just saying,
yes,
you have an opportunity to make a Dragon Ball reference, and you're not doing it.
I will not do it because Cassie is a very important part of my, like, the beginning of the Stars That Number universe that I have planned.
No, we all make mistakes.
That's fine.
So, what are we doing now? We're done with the farm,
yes.
right?
So now you're done with the farm. You're going to go to the adamantine mine.
Yes.
Where
so you guys
we're going back.
Well, you will, and it's adamantine mine, then back.
Oh, great.
It's on the way.
So yeah, you guys start.
Isn't this where their demons came from?
Sheila looks towards the adamantine mine. No, I think they came from deeper in the city. If I remember what Curio said right.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Your weapons close. I've got a bad
enemies
feeling
closer.
about this one.
Yeah, so if you guys start going down the adamantine mine, there are these carts, and you've seen them before. They have these like strange devices on them. You know they're steam powered in some way. There's like a pressure rail between the two other rails. And so you start heading down to this mine. How far do you guys go? Because this starts branching in paths. And Curio basically will tell you, this says danger, this says exhausted, this says exhausted, this says danger. You know, and like you keep going, it's just like sign after sign of both high dwarven and low dwarven are basically stating that so far, at least after your first hour of exploration, have yielded that it's either they're labeling directions dangerous or they're labeling them as exhausted.
Strip mine. I can't imagine we're going to find too much aught of value.
What would happen if one of our druids turned into a canary and then died to poison gas because of their low constitution in the form of a canary?
No, what would happen is we would just not hear anything. We would not hear anything from one of the druids who turned into a canary because they'd be holding their breath the entire time.
Well, that's what I mean.
I'm saying we die, they're holding their breath.
Oh, yep. Actually, you just pop back into your druid form.
And then die.
And then die again.
Exactly.
But you have a higher con score, so you'd be able to tank the damage longer. So you would pop back into your form, realizing that, oh, I'm taking damage, and then you get to leave before you die.
Or just make you very sleepy, and then you fall asleep and then die. Yeah, so you guys have traveled an hour. You've only seen danger and exhausted veins. So how far do you want to go? Because it's still going.
I'm thinking like after an hour of checking, it's just that, unless we actually really want to return back here for a deep mining expedition, but we at least got a task to take care of first.
Yeah, we're not really well suited for manual labor. I think we leave that for people who are more invested in extracting the ores than we are. But we do get a nice finder's fee, or I should say refinder's fee.
But yeah, so you guys head back, and then we're gonna cast Windwalk and go as far as you can.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would suspect
we should probably stop where we came in, unless we wanted to go north and see what the northern dwarves were up to.
Was that an option?
I mean, you could go north.
I thought the northern dwarves were like really far to the north.
They are really far to the north. It would take you 4 times as long to get there.
Oh, okay.
I definitely feel like this reporting back.
Yeah.
Yes, assuming they're not marching here, and assuming they're not crazy fucked up zealots that are attacking people, which you already know that they are.
With disintegration bomb.
Go grab the disintegration bomb, put it in the Northern Kingdom, and let it go.
Oh no, we just disintegrated that.
Damn. Well, turns out that was a plot device. Literally.
Well,
Behold, I was here for sabotage the whole time.
Well, to be fair, I wanted to keep it, but these guys are too scared of me.
But yeah, so you wind walk.
You actually have a favor from me, so.
Anyway, so you guys wind walk your way back as far as you can.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're staying close to the ground due to the whole nature of we're not sure if we're going to lose our windwalk forms when we get close.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. As amusing as it would be for all of us to be a mile up into the sky, then all of a sudden just pop back into physical.
I politely explain to Robin what's gonna happen. Well, I guess he has his fly speed still wouldn't be as fast.
Yeah.
But anyway, I explained to him what's gonna happen when I wind walk him, and I'm sure he's probably just like, okay, boss, or something.
Well, he looks up at you, tilts his head, and says, I become wind.
Pretty much.
And he flaps his wings.
Until the spell wears off.
He flaps his wings.
Oh, you'll be much faster.
His eyes light up like a cartoon.
And
he does that.
Twinkle.
He does that padding thing, that like excited padding thing. And
just
then you hear the grudge
the
sound.
dog doing little tippy tappies.
Yeah, ticky tappies, except with the grudge noise.
Every time you say the grudge noise, my brain just goes straight to.
Not that. That'd be funny too. Like a Ringu.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay. Yeah. So you all wind walk. Bat Boy stays pretty close to your cloud, but y'all make it pretty far back before all of a sudden, I'll just say about like an hour or so before you would it would have been a couple minutes flight for you, but all of a sudden the fogs and all you start to feel hazy. And at some point, you start feeling the spell effects slow, like you're starting to slog. And then pop. You all are now standing there, roughly about in the same spot. Some of you got a little bit further. Shayla's a little bit further behind. But you're all roughly in the same spot.
I see.
The spell effects ended. Not because it ran out of time, but because something's interfering with it.
Noted.
Yep.
And you know where you are. You walk about less than an hour, and you find the entrance that Curio discovered. Curio you're familiar with, and you had markings that laid it out. And you guys walk out, and you find out that you are at night. It is a brisk, cool night. You see the moon in the distance, and you see laid out before you the Elven Kingdom, and we see a camera panning away as you all start descending down this mountain path, where Sheila starts to create a rock staircase again, like they did before, walking down carefully. The Bat Boy looks around excitedly, and he's like, "Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that?" And you're like, "That's a tree. That's also a tree. That's a bush. That's a rock." You've seen those.
Oh, look, a beetle.
Yep, I was gonna say that's exactly how I would be treating him too. Like yep, that's what that is.
Yeah, so that's that. So you guys keep hearing these weird guttural chips here and there, and Yuka responding in time. And yeah, we fade out because I think it's a good time to end on you guys coming down the mountain. You guys will arrive back on the northwest side of the Elven Kingdom. Yeah. And then next time you all get to talk to I forget his name. I have it written down, but the dwarf again about your encounters.
I forget his name as well.
Yeah, I have it. It's like
Mountain Dwarf Quest Giver.
Oh, I just gotta actually go into my notes.
That's what I'm naming him in the notes.
I swear to fuck I had it. I'm losing it.
Getting old. Can't remember shit anymore. I couldn't even remember Gregory.
You're doing great.
Golan.
Yep, just found it too. Golan the dwarf.
You said Golan? Like Golan?
Gorlin. Gorlin.
Gorilla.
L. Okay. Orlin. Okay.
Cool.
I might have missed some stuff in the notes, but I think I got mostly everything. If someone else wants to double check and add whatever I did not.
Yeah,
cover.
before games, I listen to the recordings and I go over them. Like the one where we missed a bunch, of just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna document everything, and that's that like really super long one.
Wait, so was that
Yeah.
other material actually aluminum that was being mixed with titanium?
No, it's definitely it's aluminum being mixed with titanium, yeah, in some weird way.
Gotcha.
As players, that's what we know it to be. As characters, other than Liam, nobody knows what that other material is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said aluminum earlier, but I was joking. So I wasn't sure if you were just making something up.
No, it's aluminum. Yep, it's aluminum.
Gotcha.
Part of the reason why the dwarves did so well is because they discovered actually how to create aluminum.
Neat.
Yeah.
There are aluminum titanium alloys known as titanium aluminides, which are advanced intermetallic metals prized for being lightweight, strong, and heat resistant. Used in high-performance aerospace and automotive parts, so they are challenging to machine and require specific processing due to their brittle nature, often incorporating other elements like vanadium for better properties.
It's almost like I picked that material specifically because it was spacey.
It's almost like there was a fucking reason.
It's almost like it was on purpose. I still think it's completely coincidental.
I did make up the bullshit about if you bite into it. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just going to say it's like eating tinfoil. I don't know what happens if you bite into that. I don't think there's an answer. Turns out those scientists, if you have all these animals bite onto the specific type of metal, how does it react? The chemical name for it is tinal.
T-I-A-L.
Yeah, so it's titanium aluminum, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and I believe it's like a fucking 1/8 mix, or something like that. But anyway, it's a good time to end.
Just titanium and aluminum smashed together. Gotcha.
As alloys tend to do. So next time we're playing is on the 24th.
24th.
Yep, 24th, 7 p.m. And we'll pick up next talking to Gorlin about your guys' quest, and then that should get Liam the thing he's looking for. There's also a couple other things going to get revealed, and then that will start us on the quick path to the arc reveal, the last arc reveals. So
Gotcha.
by the way, that would have normally taken if we had a normal playing, like I deleted I didn't delete, I skipped a lot of stuff, but this would have been like another 10 or so sessions from when you met Gorlin to like you exiting. Yeah, it's not like there was going to be a big section on travel. There was going to be a huge section in the Dwarven City, and I basically gutted the shit out of the Dwarven City one. And I was going to make it like
Honestly,
really like piecing together all the like, oh, what happened to the city? And I'm like, fuck it, they had an amphitheater, and fuck it, there's a play, and it explains it.
I
probably
appreciate
should have been
that.
paying attention to that part. Damn.
Because I do want to finish this campaign, and I want to start on the West Marches, stuff like that. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we've been going on 3.5, maybe 4 years for this thing, and we had like almost 2 whole years of like not being able to play.
Yeah, there was a.
We've been going on for like almost 6 years because we started around the time I divorced my ex-husband.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Never mind then.
At least that's when I joined, and I think you guys were only 3 sessions deep at that point.
I think we were 1 session deep, actually.
We had
Andrew's character got fucked up. And then you joined.
Here, first session 0 was on 5/28/22.
Is that what your notes say?
No, that's what your end of notes say. End of game notes.
Oh, so 22 would have been after our original, like where we had a big break, like where we took a lot of time off. This is like because I was terrible at taking notes prior, and I was like, okay, I need to like actually have an open end of game notes taking thing. So I have in my actual last arc document.
Yeah, we did play. Yeah, you're right. We did have some play time before then. because you have like campaign picks up 6 months later. We were talking about Yuka, Sai, and Liam. Brookside
this is shortly after the Inigo.
Yeah, Brookside didn't show up until after we had been playing for a while.
Yeah, and Victor
I
was
swear
playing
we
Ecker.
started in like 2018, 2019, somewhere around there.
It was definitely right before COVID, or not right before COVID, but it was a couple of years before COVID. That's I remember.
Yeah.
See, I guess it has actually been. It's been
Well, then
about 6 years, yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's been at it for a while.
And we play. Actually, you know what? I think I know how to date it. When did Darkwood release? Okay, so it would have been, we might have started playing in 2018 or 19 because it released in early access and it fully released in 2019. So yeah, I think it has been since 2019.
Holy shit! This campaign is 7 years old.
Right. We could have had a lot more done if we didn't. If it wasn't my fault.
There was like a
couple other things.
2-year hiatus, so yeah, it's not. Yeah, it was put on ice for a while.
Yeah,
Some of us may have gone through some existential crises since then, but we're still here.
some of us went through several.
Yes.
I
Real
got
quick,
divorced
because-
and then engaged and then broken up with.
Yeah, I've been working at my current job for 5 years, and we were playing this game before I started working there, so that over 5 years.
That
old.
matches. No, I was gonna say, funnily enough, because the Bloodwood is what gave me the inspiration to start the campaign, because I wanted a leading bad villain guy, but and not being so sequentious as just having a bad guy. That game, Darkwood, the original devs basically burned the shit out of themselves and basically were like, yeah, we're never developing games again, because it just destroyed them. Like, they were successful, but it just mentally destroyed them. The people who made Pathologic, with anyone who knows what that game is, and it's a fucking trip of a game, approached those devs and said, hey, we would like to make Darkwood 2. And I think out of all the people in the fucking universe, besides the original Team Silent, I don't think there's anyone on this planet that'd be better for making Darkwood than them. And I'm happy to hear that it's not dead.
Didn't Seth Siege
Damn.
just release a video about Pathologic?
Yeah, I need to watch it. But yeah, Pathologic is a fucking game. It is a game where it does, like, the first one is like, you come in as a doctor, everything's kind of rough, but you still have money, and then quickly money stops mattering, and then like food starts becoming a problem, and like everything is a resource, and like the whole town feels like really weird and like sequentious, and like you're going around just trying to survive and like trying to decide if we're going to help help yourself or help the plague victims. And yeah, it's neat. It's a really weird game. Really weird. But anyway, I just want to state that because I was super excited when I heard that game's being resurrected by people who I think will actually give it the time of day.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It's really unfortunate that they made such a good game and just burned themselves out so bad. Oh yeah, it's Pathologic 3.
Yeah, Pathologic 3. They've been going a while. I actually bought the other two games just because I was impressed with them. I never played them because I know it would drive me fucking mad if I played them. I'd be so infuriated with the older games too, and their saving.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you have to start the day over again. Yeah, fuck you. No, I don't.
That's
I
funny.
appreciate a game.
Fuck you, I'm going to go play Dark Raiders.
Anyway,
It doesn't mind rape me.
cool. So y'all have a good night. Thank you for playing. Hope you had fun, and we will meet again on the 24th, and we will find out some interesting things and hopefully get the campaign on its last arc. So yeah, it's Liam's, then we need to do Sai's, and then we're doing at the very end Yuka's. So
Oh,
As
I
I
added
had-
to my goal list that I'm interested in helping Liam with Find the Storm's Eye.
cool.
I don't know if that'll be relevant or not, but
I think for him it's a long-term quest. For you it's short-term because it's something he has to do anyway. But yeah, when you help with it, I think everyone, just to be super neat, I think everyone played really well. Go ahead and add an inspiration to your trackers.
Yay. It's like I didn't even use one this session.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you did.
increase
you remember you used it for the animal handling role.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I didn't use it because I just got it back. Yeah.
I gotcha. I figured it out eventually.
I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's the thing. Eventually we got there. Went full circle like Gregory.
All right. Well, anyway, y'all have a good night.
Yep.
You too.
Hey, Andrew.
Good night.
Doodles, thank you.
Bye.
Have a good night.